Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? And welcome. Welcome to a happy Friday to all of you beautiful people. And welcome to more Mario Kart. And I hope you guys are ready to have a great time today. Thank you, all the people over on YouTube and Twitch, for being here, everybody. Hope you guys are well. It is nice to be back. I have been fortunately sick, and I had to take breaks due to family reasons as well. And overall, I'm happy to be here. I would be lying if I said I'm 100%, but at least on the good side is that I'm good enough to, to play some games today with y'all and have fun, and also utilize the multi-stream in the potential to raise money for a good cause, because charity is something very awesome, and at the same time gives me the opportunity to just communicate and make sure that everyone is doing okay and everyone's happy and everyone's vibing. So how is everyone doing on this fine Friday? Is everyone happy? Is everyone feeling 100% or maybe at least 50%? How is everyone doing on this fine Friday? How is everyone doing? We're going to play some more Mario Kart today, just like you guys wanted. So we got more Mario Kart today, and it's going to be fun. And overall, we're going to vibe. And if anyone wants to join, you're welcome to join me. It's going to be lovely. And also, I heard there's going to be some new Disney movie that's going to come out, which is the Moana 2, which is a fantastic movie, which I know that there's one of my inspirational voice actors, which is The Rock himself, the legend. And it's so nice to hear that there's going to be a sequel. I'm very excited for it. I love Disney movies, and I just love to see what more films will be announced besides Moana 2, which is fantastic. And besides that as well, I've been watching a shit ton of anime as well, and I've been very happy with it. I started to really enjoy a new anime that I actually like, because it's related more to gaming, and the anime was called Solo Leveling, which is actually pretty damn awesome. So I really love the anime itself in terms of story. Not to mention there's going to be Demon Slayer very soon, which I'm very hyped up about. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of great events happening here in Malta, so there's going to be like cosplay conventions, and there's also Carnival going on as we speak, which is fantastic. Even though, to be fair, I like Carnival, but as much as I like the celebration, I don't like the costumes that they wear. I know it's something more traditional to as the country itself, but I'm not big of a fan when it comes to that kind of cosplaying. It's still cosplaying in its way, because you're wearing a costume and you're representing anything, whether if it's the tradition or either an anime, like what I do, for example. But I'm more into, like, I don't know, like movies, like, for example, like if you're wearing, let's say, a costume representing from a Disney character or even an anime, usually that's what I like more. But, everyone's got their own favorite cup of tea, and, I respect the tradition, and the tradition is interesting in its own way, but the costumes I really don't like. But anyhow, how is everyone in the chat doing? I see Hosky, Pat Hosky, great big hat pats to you. Good to go. And also I see Raven as well. Hello, Freddy friend. Good to see you. Welcome on in. How are you doing, you beautiful soul? How is the great lovely Raven doing today? Hope you guys have been well. Overall, it is nice to be back, y'all. I missed streaming and all, and God knows how much I needed to actually come back to stream, because, man, streaming is like, like literally the only thing that has been keeping me going, and overall something that in its own way motivates me to be happy and overall just have something to push forward in the terms of having something passionate about. And even though, technically speaking, streaming is something which I enjoy the most, and video editing is not something I like to do, but I try to develop that passion, because when I'm gonna upload something on YouTube or TikTok, I don't want to just randomly just dump my videos and that's it, Like, I always, if I'm gonna do something as a task, I want to do it right. I want to do it the right way, the professional way. That's how I always work, and that's how I do things. Maybe others don't see the effort that I put Not saying everybody, but I guess some people don't see the effort that I do in my videos, which is okay. But theoretically speaking, I'm the kind of person that if I start working on something, I rather do it great than do it wrong and then expect it, to eventually blow up and do well. So if I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it just right that it won't generate any problems later on in the future, right? So that's the kind of person I used to be. The kind of person where I can just say, "Oh, we're just gonna do it however we can," and we just YOLO it. But then I started to be more of a, be more like knowledgeable, prepared person, and then execute with the knowledge that you have at hand, and you try to get whatever help or assistance you can get to do the best outcome you can possibly do on any task that you're doing. Which is something really important, because, it's not a bad thing to ask for help. The only problem is that sometimes it can be tricky to get help. But overall, we just do our best. I'm just, keeping it together, and overall just doing whatever I can. And the most important thing is just, being happy. And yeah, that's basically, that's pretty much there is to it. But besides that, I'm gonna catch up with the chat over on Twitch, and if anyone wants to join into the game, you are welcome to participate if you want to. We're gonna start the game, and anyone wants to join, you are welcome. After all, this is a community night, so everyone can participate. Let's all have fun together, shall we? I made a meme of myself, and I quote, "I spent 3 hours farming bugs, and all I got is this crown." That sounds like my kind of like misfortune kind of event. It's like you spend hours grinding for something and you only end up with the shitty parts, or I don't know, or it's like you always end up doing like the most difficult tasks in the game, and the game just takes pity on you, and then eventually after all the trouble you had, then it decides to, give you something good. That's just my grinding luck in majority of the RPGs. It's crazy, honestly. It's crazy. But I'm sure you have better luck than I do, Husky, so for the most part, it's funny as it sounds, I'm sure your luck is better than mine, so I hope at least there's something that to look up to, right? For context of this meme, I had to farm for gold-plated insects for 3 hours just to get a crown that increases money per battles. However, the buff is only... Really? That's really disaster. 0.1 is literally... That's like absolutely nothing. That's like no buff whatsoever. What kind of a sorry ass excuse of an item that gives you only like 0.1%? That's kind of very, very sad and underwhelming, because to grind for something that only just gives you very little, it's just, I don't know, it's not really a good like customization for the item from the developer perspective, because why put an item that just gives you 0.1? Doesn't make sense. It's useless. Might as well at least gives you like 2% or 4%, but I guess the game is the game, so that's kind of disaster, actually. But at least you got something, even though it's not good. Let's see. Hello there, Priceless. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Good to see you, Priceless. Happy awesome Friday, my friend. Hope you're doing fantastic today. How you been, Priceless? I hope you're okay. At least it's beneficial in the long term. Beneficial? What, that thing that gives you 0.1%? I mean, if you said like per battle, like it increases the money per battle, but I guess, if you generate money every battle that you do, I guess that's fine. But if it only helps out with like 0.1% increase, then not really worth it, is it? However, the golden plate insects are the rarest insects in the game, minus the... Oh, that's... So you managed to be lucky enough to get a really rare item. Although the buff seems a little bit underwhelming, though, so that's kind of a shame. That's kind of a shame. But overall, you managed to accomplish something Something nice. You've been okay? That's great to hear, Priceless. Well, I do appreciate you for stopping by. Same goes with all the other beautiful people here. Alright, everybody, I'm just gonna go into the Starlight charity stream. And if anyone wants to join, you're welcome to join in. So everybody, let's make this happen, shall we? Let's have some fun. We're gonna play some lovely Mario Kart, and we're gonna have a good time today. So let's make it happen, shall we? Let me see. So I'm gonna go to the streaming live. Okay. So let me start my Switch and we can begin. Hello there, Kirby. Good to see you. Happy, beautiful Friday over on YouTube. How are you doing, you beautiful soul? Thank you a lot for joining in. Also getting my Switch. There you go. Alright, let's see it. Let's go in action. It's lovely to see you, Kirby. I hope you've been having a fantastic day, friendo. It's very nice to, see people whenever I go live, and truly an honor to meet new people and have a great time. So, thank you. You can't play today because you're at school? Oh, no worries at all, Kirby. No worries at all. The fact that you decided to show up here and support me whenever you can, even though you're busy doing other things, it's still lovely. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Kirby. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, Kirby. You don't have to apologize. After all, I know what it is to be busy, and I understand very firsthand what it means to be an adult and to have your own duties to fulfill. So, no worries at all, friendo. I'm just honored that you came by to say hello. Alright, you guys, everyone's ready to have a fun time. Hope you guys are prepared. Let's get the action underway. So, here we go. Let's make it happen, shall we? So, let me get this up running. But I hope school is going well for you, Kirby. I wish you all the best in your studies. Alrighty, let's see. Ah, there it is. Here we go, everybody. We're gonna do some Mario Kart. Husky, if you want to join, Priceless, if you want to join, you're welcome to join into the Discord if you wish. Alright, here we go. We got some Mario Kart, baby. Mario Kart, yeah! Mario Kart. Alright. So let's go. Yeah. Let's make it happen. Alrighty. I mean, without the crown, it's 1.0 base amount buff, and I usually get 3.5k yen to 10k per battle. Oh, I see. You see, that's how the ratio works. Also, hi. Hello, Husky.
Hello.
Hello there. Let me get the tournament working and everything. Turn this off. There you go. Okay. So, we're gonna do some...
I'll be there in a few, so...
No worries. No worries. Take your time. Alright. So, let's see. The Chaos Drift Tourney. And you guys are welcome to join. Okie dokie. So, let me get my me on. Very nice. Okay. That's good. Let's make it happen. Alrighty. This is gonna be fun. Okay. We are ready. So, let me see. Everyone is okay. Yeah, everyone seems alright. So, we are prepared to make this happen and have some fun.
Stand by.
Yep, no worries. Let me see. We got Priceless as well. Let me drag Priceless in here. Well, hello there, Priceless. Hello. Hello, hello. Alrighty. We got Priceless as well. Very nice. Very good, very nice. Well, hello there, Priceless. Hello.
I've just finished the 2.0 quest for Honkai. You're going to enjoy it.
Nice. That's lovely. I still need to play more Honkai for sure. But, no. I have so many games.
I got very lucky with the free temple.
Right,
Same.
That's nice.
Got Black Swan first try.
What happened to me is I had to guarantee Black Swan for the 50-50 because I lost
Oh.
Kafka's to Bailu.
I got
And I
lucky.
had High Pity, so to expect Black Swan was expected.
Mm,
In the same temple, I got my second Himiko,
nice. That's lovely.
Lucky.
That's so lucky.
and then I did a temple on Black Swan's light cone. First
Ah.
temple, I got the light cone.
That's great.
That's
least-
awesome.
Yeah, it's lovely. Wish I got like where I did get Kafka Eidolon, which is great. I get very lucky indeed. First try as well.
Black Swan is good without, because I've seen a lot of people saying she's Black Swan's only good with Kafka, which is wrong.
I don't know because I haven't even seen the characters to tell you the truth.
She is a DOT wind.
Ah, sounds
And-
dreamy.
She's good without Kafka, but
Mhm.
like Kafka with DOT teams is just gonna make the team like 100 times better
Yeah,
because she can manually trigger
true.
the parts without taking them away.
Yeah. Plus, she can do a lot of damage with her follow-up attack as well, which is nice.
I was like, it took me to yesterday to realize Kafka actually had a follow-up attack.
Hmm. And Kafka can be very useful, especially if the enemy has lightning weakness as an attribute. She can gain a lot of turns and do much more additional damage, which is nice. Especially with her shocking at AOE damage.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say dot damage. Damage over time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God damage. Yeah. Exactly. It's actually god damage. True.
But I really sad I didn't get Kafka. 'cause,
Really?
like,
And
yeah,
You didn't get Kafka. Ah.
no.
I mean, you
I'll
got
have
the
to wait
other.
till the rerun, then I'll lose 50-50 again.
Ah. I mean, you got the other 5 stars, which is nice. Didn't get any new 5 stars, unfortunately. As much as I like to. But no luck, sadly. Hello, Froggle. How you doing? What's up, Froggle? What are you preparing? Are you preparing to lose?
Oh,
Is that what you were
no, I'm
gonna
not.
do? Of course you are. You're always prepared to lose. Maybe see.
Jesus
I'm
Christ,
champion
it's so
already.
cold.
You're complaining
oh
about
my
cold.
god.
I do. It
Imagine.
is pretty cool.
All the way in freaking Minnesota, and it's always cold.
Do you all have snow at the moment, or?
Yep.
Actually,
It's not snowing, it's just really cold.
we did have
I mean-
snow recently.
Oh, really? I mean, all I'm saying is you guys don't want to come here at the moment because the problem here is that we have cold weather, but if you think that's cold, Frogo, imagine having 90% humidity. You know how terrible
I
that is.
think,
So,
I think because you're like, you seem perfectly fine with like it being cold. So I think if
oh, me?
we did go, yeah, you seem pretty weathered to it, so it doesn't really bother you that much.
Hell no. I may say I
As
like the
as you
cold,
would
but-
if like you first moved there.
Yeah, but as much as I try to get used to the cold weather, unfortunately, that won't. I like the cold weather more than the hot weather, that is true. But the problem here is that with the high humidity, you can never actually train your body to get used to such cold weather because of the humidity, unfortunately.
Unless you're me, where it's nothing but frozen
Eh,
fields and whatnot.
yeah. Or if
Alright.
you're somewhere where there's snow. That would be
Yeah.
Summer in
That's
the
where
UK
I'm
is
currently at,
actually
so
really bad because the houses are designed to keep in heat.
technically.
And most bedrooms are on the second floor, but all the heat will go.
Second floor. Second floor is actually worse because second floor will probably get colder easier. I think. I'm not sure. Probably.
technically yes.
right? Because the cold air, you know, the higher you are, the more cold air you feel. So technically, logically, I think it makes sense, right?
Yep.
In a way.
It's just the cold weather in the UK is good because the
Hmm.
heat will stay in the house. What heat it does make.
That's
But
nice.
in the summer, it's always heat, and the heat just doesn't leave.
Or you know what?
Some
Or
parts
get a
of
heater.
Minnesota, or
You know what would
the
be
United
nice?
States in general.
Or you can just get a heater, actually. To be fair, might as well get a heater, and you'll be
You don't really
totally
need
warm.
heat in the UK. You would need some form of way to cool your room.
Mm.
But you don't really need a heater.
I mean, there's many ways you can do that. You can even, like, withdraw moisture from your house, like having a humidifier and draw your own, you know, like, cold air. And technically that actually helps a lot, which is nice. I guess. Also, I see Mama Kirby. Mama Kirby. Hello, Mama Kirby. Prego boy.
Wow.
Mama Kirby's.
Are we carrying this one from last stream?
Eh,
Oh god, Husky.
we got the good
Hi.
Kirby. Hello. Goodbye.
You know what's funny? I actually went to the YouTube video to see if Kirby was there. Saw that they couldn't join today, unfortunately.
Yeah. Due to school, which is fine. Can still have a good time, and Kirby's still supporting us in spirit.
Yeah.
Kirby will not be missed.
Supporting-
I will race for you, my darling.
Eh. Respawn. Respawn now. Oh wow! I got Husky somehow.
I just realized how far ahead I was.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't
Get
even know
back
why I'm
here.
second place.
I just looked at the mini-map.
No, Bowser.
The entire end straight there.
Eh. Bowser boy. Also, somehow I got second place. Look at that. Also, you got Priceless in first place, flexing hard. Very good. Very good. Proud of you, Priceless. Look at you getting
I don't
first
think
place.
I'm that good at Mario Kart, but like everyone says I'm good at it.
I mean, you're getting first place and not last place, so technically you are good, right? I mean,
Yeah, but like, it's one of those things. Is because I normally race with people a lot better than me. So in my head, I'm not that good because the people I normally race against like destroy me.
yeah, but I
And then-
mean, I don't know, like, it depends who you're racing with, right? I mean, if you're racing against esports tournament freaking Mario Kart gamers, that's a different story. If you're playing with just gamers like me, even though
Me, who always
e-
loses.
I stopped
Sure.
playing like against like the people I normally do because
Mm.
it just because I'll pick up on like things they do and like they're competitive.
Okay.
So and I'll pick up things they do and I'll incorporate it, and then like I just won't find it as fun to race in like casual lobbies anymore.
Just
So I
fun.
kind of stopped playing with them because
Fair.
of that.
That's fair. Yeah, it's just like race for fun. You know, like I don't know why people sometimes have to treat everything competitively, like unnecessarily. Just race for fun. Damn it! Not everything has to be an esports tournament competition. Just have fun, race, destroy each other. Done. That's it.
The only
Ruin
game
friendships.
I've cared
Exactly.
about like competitive
Whoa.
was Rainbow
Whoa.
Six Siege.
Takes
Oh, Christ.
takes two. What about takes two?
Or
And then
way out
the space
is
station.
You
Oh,
actually hit that.
oh, you mean that game where like the parents turn into like little? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, that one. That one is fun. That one is so much fun, actually. Because if you and your friend are terrible at doing teamwork coordinated tasks, then it's gonna be hilarious, the experience. Because either you're gonna get annoyed or the other person will get annoyed. For the fun.
I mean, I would be down for a let's play for that.
Huh?
Either way out or
I would
takes two.
I would laugh so hard if I played that game with anyone. I'm just there trying to be a smartass, trying to multitask, and then
Oh, hello. Didn't even see that.
someone trying
My
to give me
own
orders.
incompetence worked in my favor.
Eh,
Let's go.
My sorry ass excuse would be like, I don't play well with others.
thought it
I'm
was
just a
just
solo
that.
gamer.
Like me.
Eh. Oh no.
I usually fly solo.
Yeah. Solo baby. Although I love obviously I love playing games with friendos the most,
Sure.
but sometimes when there's like a heavy teamwork like related games,
Oh, Christ.
that's when it gets a bit funny and stressful sometimes.
Yep.
To give you a good example, Overcooked. A
Oh,
fantastic.
I'm not going with it.
I have not played that, but I see clips of it.
That one, the funny thing is that you make one screw up from anyone's side and you have to do everything from the start. And I'm like, yeah.
I
like-
played Overcooked with my cousins, and
It's fun.
Jesus, it is the most
It's fun.
simultaneously entertaining and stressful game.
Damn right, it's just entertaining and stressful. Yeah, it's fun, but painfully fun. That's for damn sure.
I
That's for
mean,
damn
with
sure.
my own cousins, per se, we usually play like old Mortal Kombat games like Deception or Deadly Alliance,
Mm,
and I always let them win because I'm too good at it.
that's actually very nice
I
of you to
don't
do.
have a choice
Yeah.
with my cousins because most of the cousins are like not over 18, so they're not
Oh.
allowed to play such games.
Ah, that's fine.
There.
That's actually nice of you to consider letting them win so they feel happy with themselves. Because obviously, if I were to play with someone obviously much younger than me, most probably they will. I mean, to be fair, we'd say that majority of them won't play, but you'll be surprised how kids can be extremely more intelligent than adults when it comes to gaming. Just like I've seen this freaking like 8-year-old kid playing Breath of the Wild in
Yeah.
master mode, and he beaten it like first try. I was like, damn. Like,
Have you seen
Or some
I
kid
don't remember.
actually beating Tetris.
Yeah,
the
that's what I was going to
original.
mention.
yes.
Yeah.
God, that's so painful, that game. Yes, they beat it like first attempt. I'm like, like afterwards when I see it happen, I just feel so stupid on the inside. I'm like, how are they so smart? You know, like how am I not smart? How do they do it? What do I do wrong that they do right? I don't get it. They're so smart. Really
I
smart.
could never like just do stuff like that because I grew up like not like on technology, so I had
Fair.
like technology, but I didn't like grow on it, grow up on it,
That's interesting.
and
That's fair.
and kids nowadays like there's a name for like kids who grew up on like technology called iPad.
All right.
iPad kids or iPad moms, and they can do
Yeah.
stuff that I could never do.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I don't know what I say to myself. Like, I do all the effort in doing things that I like doing and wish to do, but some people just do them. I don't know how the heck they accomplish it so easily. Sometimes I even get jealous. I'm like, how? How are these people so good at this? And I'm just so shit at this. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I guess they're naturally talented, I guess. Or gifted. Or who knows. But
I think with Tetris, it's like a bit of luck and skill combined.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to get the right pieces.
you need to be
Right,
hella focused, that's for damn sure.
Yep.
Because I know Tetris, you do one screw up and especially if you're doing a hard level, good luck trying to recover from it.
Or trying to attempt the kill switch
Oh
Then-
yeah.
I've
Yeah,
not
that,
heard this kill
completely
switch. What is it?
crashes the game.
yeah. True. Tetris
What
is
is
fun.
this kill switch thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Kill switch.
It- it requires a lot of time into Tetris. The original, if you do like, if you get far enough, it'll just completely crash the game, and yeah.
Damn.
So basically, you go until the game's like, I cannot.
Overloaded, yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Damn. Overloading a Tetris game and then it crashes
You go
later
until
on.
the game gives up on you, not you give up on the game.
Man,
Pretty
That's
much.
it's actually kind of, I don't know, sometimes I find that kind of funny and entertaining. It's like you're pushing the game's limits to the very core and see what happens. I'm like, oh, I managed to crash the game, or I managed to broke the game, just like how many times I do stuff, you
It
know?
depends on what game, because if it's Bethesda game, not Bethesda,
Yeah,
yeah, Bethesda game, then
I've had that happen.
you do not need to do a
many
lot
times.
to make that crash.
I mean,
Especially in Fallout 4 or Fallout New Vegas.
I
excuse
mean-
me.
Skyrim, when I used to play Skyrim V, it didn't take much for it to crash. All you just get is you just get slammed by a giant and it just crashes, which is kind of stupid because
Oh, bug.
yeah, it was hell of a. Or you just see the giant running and then he starts glitching everywhere.
I've actually
Skyrim will-
seen this one clip of Giant Club, and people or NPCs about to attack a giant and walking on top of the club.
Yeah,
They just go flying.
yeah. That's the
It's
funny.
hilarious.
That's the funny
Oh,
feature.
no way!
Also,
I feel
that was a beautiful yeet, by the way. Whoever did it,
That was me.
fantastic. Too bad you didn't hit me though, Frogo. Too bad for you.
Skyrim will hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, Skyrim. Skyrim
But
is
its
sensational.
personal
I
record
mean, it's home
of
in
most
Vegas. I can't
crashes
get
I've
enough
ever
of
had,
that game.
I've had in a game.
I mean, Skyrim was buggy, but it was the kind of fun game that you don't really give a crap if it's buggy, you know? Because
True.
the bugs actually made it hilarious to some extent. I'm not talking about like bugs that soft lock you or anything like that. It's not like, you know, like the bugs we had in Cyberpunk where 50% of those bugs either impact performance or it
Or
crashes the
soft
game,
lock mission.
or some
No.
missions are not
On
accessible at all.
consoles,
Yep.
Cyberpunk was actually physically unplayable on release.
And that's, you know, that's when it sucks, because when it gets to that point, I'm like, yeah, that's when it's not okay. But if
Well-
it's, but you know, like
I'm
certain
back.
bugs is fine. Also, wow, I got second place somehow.
I got third.
And it wasn't
I got
unplayable
stuck
by a
behind the
bug. You
wall.
wanna know why it was unplayable?
Yeah.
The
Why?
actual intro to the game was too much for the old gen consoles to handle. And
Seriously.
before you even
Yep.
had control of the player, it would
Wow.
crash.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
as heck.
At
It's
the
kinda-
time, I had the PS4 port of Cyberpunk, and it was just awful.
But that's just lack of optimization, though. It's not really
Sure.
because of the console that can't handle it. Because animation-wise, it's not like it's not like they're using an engine that, you know, that generates so much data during animation. And that's just lack of probably lack of programming optimization, most likely. Because I know when it comes to animation sequence, if they have too many, you know, what if solutions, because those, you know, like how games, they have their animations get triggered after you do an action or you complete something. That's basically through something in programming called a what if solution. So it triggers it, you do something, and it triggers something. Technically, you have two ways of doing it. You can do it with so many what ifs, or you can just do one, you code into one, and you put everything into one bubble, which optimizes it.
Right.
But apparently, I guess some people ended up doing it so long that it generates more unnecessary data, and then it crashes it. Or it lags it out, most likely.
I think it's
Probably.
like very telling of modern games and how they release like really horrible. And then it's like, oh, don't worry, we'll patch it later.
Which is very
Yeah,
stupid.
that's basically Anthem in a nutshell. I
Which
was
is-
so hyped for that game.
Yeah. It's very stupid to even consider they do like that kind of approach. Like, why not just delay it now and patch it now and avoid the hassle later, rather than doing it at the last minute where everyone already bought the game and they're just gonna complain, they will lose interest and you start losing money, or people will just stop playing it until the patches are out. So I don't understand how people, even from a business perspective, think that it's a smart thing to do, releasing an unfinished game.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if it's not really playable to extent, don't you think that people already bought it are actually gonna lose interest in seconds? I don't know, especially when you're
Modern
paying
gaming
€60.
industry is still going, so it's clearly doing something right with that strategy.
Yeah, but the modding part is not like, you know, the developers or the actual people in the company are doing it. It's just happened to be that, you know, the fans are actually doing things that the company should have done. Yeah, that's why sometimes mods are just the best thing to do on PC. Because they're doing things that the company should have done, which is part of the game. Like, for example, Little Company, I love the mods that they introduce. Should they be necessary a part of the game? Not really. But there are some mods which are necessary, like, for example, the resolution mod. I just think that they should have implemented an option where people can scale the resolution according to how much their PC can handle. You know, if their PC is weak, they can scale down to 900. But for a PC like mine, I can go up to 4K if I want. Leave it, I don't have a 4K monitor, but, you know, I don't like playing in 900p, man. Like, let me play in full HD. So
I think Lethal Company and like games like that with like the old looking style has its own
it's
like
nice.
charm to it.
It's nice, but like, it's great
I'll be
the
right
way it
back.
is with the resolution. But I just feel like even with full HD scalability, it will still have its own nice charm. It just would be much more clearer to play.
It has its charm.
guess.
It has no excuse for having unreadable text. Like
Exactly.
you can
Yeah.
have low resolution unreadable text. Like that's something
Exactly.
to do with the texture, not the resolution.
True. Which is one of the reasons why I liked the HD scalability mod. Because, for example, some text I can barely read because it was just too downgraded in resolution. And it's too pixelated. So, I don't know.
It just reminded me, I still need to mod Lethal Company.
Meh,
I still
Nice.
haven't done it.
do it. Do it
I
now.
don't know what mod manager you need for it, because the mod manager I have to reload. Too.
Depending on what you're looking for. If you want, like, better graphics and resolution support, you'll easily find the mod. It's called HD Lethal Company.
It's not the mod. It's because with Lethal Company, do you need a mod menu? Not mod menu. Mod load. Like
you need a mod manager. Yeah.
Yeah, mod manager. Which one? Because
There's so many you can use, but the most common one people found was called Thunderstore. It's a very easy mod manager to manage multiple mods for any games that support mods. It's very nice and handy.
It's kind of like the Nexus mods then, where it has its own
Yes.
thing for its own website.
Just like back in the days. I'm not sure back in the days, for example, to install mods, I remember, you know, like how PewDiePie, for example, used to install mods for Amnesia. But the problem is, back in the days, we didn't have such softwares where you can easily mod manage your games. So what we usually had to do, we used to go to a workstation website where fans would post their, you know, modded version of the games. So what we do, we go to download section, we get the file itself, we had to move it to the directory where the add-ons is located for the actual game, and then you can actually run the mod. Now it's just easy, because now you just install an application, you go directly to what mod you want, you install it, it does all the work for you, like it puts it in the right directory, blah blah blah, and it's done. So now it just got much simpler to mod games. Not like, you know, modding in 2002, for example.
This is what I like about modding nowadays is
It's
someone
much easier.
who's tried modding like without a mod manager that does it like places stuff for you.
You
The
can,
amount of times I've had to like purge a game and reinstall it.
but
is-
that's But I think that's because you have to watch exactly where you're putting the mod, because you have to put it specifically in the correct file. But you need to watch a YouTube video for that, because every game has its own, different folders. So of course you need to make sure that obviously that game supports modding feature.
Yeah,
Amnesia,
after
for example,
many-
it's easy.
after many failed and very out of the failed and successful moddings without a mod manager to do it for me.
Yeah.
2% of my attempts
Yeah.
were
2%.
actually successful. So I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a mod manager. It's like 100 times easier.
Look, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's just sometimes for some games it can be annoying to mod manually, because, like I said, if you put the mod file in the wrong directory, the game doesn't recognize it. It doesn't work. That's the tricky part. So that's why I'm telling you that when you're modding a game manually, you need to look at YouTube on where, like, there will be instructions and it will tell you, for example, if you want to add mods, you need to add it in this folder.
No,
or
I
it-
did watch a YouTube video. I'm
Yeah.
just not very smart and forget.
Ah, I mean, that comes by experience. It took me years to learn how to mod. Like, I knew how to mod because Amnesia back in the days was a very simple game to mod manually. Now games got more complicated sometimes when you're. But the thing is, that's why usually a lot of people just go with a mod manager. It is true that the most annoying thing with mod manager is that you have to load it up every time in order for it to work. It's not like you can just go straight into the game. You go to a setting telling you like add-ons. Like for example, Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is easy. You go to workshop, you download, boom, done. You got mods. That's
Same
how
with
easy it is.
Fire.
Yeah. So, some games are easy to mod, especially multiplayer games. The question is, it depends what folders it has and where the folders are being directed. That's the trick of it. But it's complicated to explain because every game has its own folders and settings, and it's a headache. But it's possible, but it will take a lot of time. But nowadays, you might as well just get a Thunderstore app, put all the mods there, run it, boom, you're finished.
If I have a choice of modding a game with a mod manager or doing it myself, I will always choose mod manager.
It's so
It's
much
just
easier,
easy.
right? Yeah, it's so much easier. It's very easy. The good thing about Mod Manager as well, which I like, is that it automatically sends an updated version of the mod. Back in the days, for example, to update mods, again, you have to go to the same website, you have to check every 2 weeks to see if there's a new version released, and then you have to download a new file and replace the old one, and it's a lot of hassle. Now you just go to Mod Manager, it tells you if there's a new updated version, you click install, it updates, boom, you're done. That's how easy it is. But I used to be a little bit of a nerd when it came to mods, but because back in the days it was a bit tricky to add mods. Now it's just so much easy and I didn't even know. Like Angel came to me and it's like, oh, you just need to install this app and put mods. I'm like, Nani, what? Like, it's that easy? I'm like, I used to mod stuff much more complicated than this. Skyrim was easy to mod. Amnesia was easy to mod, for the most part. Gary's mod was easy, Left 4 Dead was easy.
In Skyrim's case, they've made it easy to mod, so on consoles, they can charge you money for the best mods.
Consoles, you always have that element of risk. Because due to their legal terms, like for example, forget it that you're gonna mod anything on Nintendo Switch. Like, no chance in
if
hell.
Nintendo finds out you've modded a Switch, not only the police will at your door, I mean entire army will be at your door.
with the firmware though, with their restricted firmware and stuff like that. Not sure, like, I don't know. Some companies, like, it's difficult. It depends on the company as well. Because trust me, you don't want to mess with certain very restricted companies.
B or B.
So, yeah.
I smell food, and I'm not sure when it will arrive.
You smell food, man. I'm so jealous I got no food next to me. Right now, I want some good old ramen. I had 2 bowls of ramen. Last time it was so nice. It was so good. Some pizza. I was seeing also a Japanese chef cooking some Wagyu beef, and I was so jealous. Because I don't have that money to afford to actually get a Wagyu beef. But holy shit, it was so nice.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even
Oh,
harder.
look, we got Moonman. Hello, Moonman. Moonman. Good to see you, friendo. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for joining in. Let me see. We are going to Tokyo. Tokyo. But I want food. So bad.
We're ready in 10 minutes.
Okay. No problem. The one PC game that I can think of that was broken as fuck is Saints Row 2. However, if you install the Gentleman of the Row mod, it basically fixes majority of the issues. Oh, okay. See, that's the thing. Like, certain mods are something that the company should have taken into consideration into implementing in the vanilla version.
I mean, why do you think
yeah,
Bethesda again? They don't fix their games.
Because
they know that the game's going to be modded, and they know the players are going to fix it for them.
Of course.
So they don't need to do any work.
Obviously, they wanna like be lazy about it. So, you know, for them, it's like, oh, if this makes us money anyhow by releasing a game at this state, why bother to fix it when we can still make all our millions? Which is
buy the game. It's a Bethesda game. People are going to buy it.
People are still gonna buy it, yeah. Which is kind of a stupid mentality that the company does, because I don't like that companies take that kind of mentality. It's like, you know, they just say, as long as it makes us money, we don't care. But what they don't realize is that how much more money they can actually make if they actually fixed what they should have fixed. But
in the short term, it's going to make them money. But in the long term, they've shot themselves in the foot.
In the foot, exactly. Like, so a lot of companies don't get this kind of, like, mindset. It's like, you prioritize now and how to make money now. But what happens in 5 years' time? What's going to happen with all those millions you invested into a big-ass project to make this game? Well, you're just going to all of a sudden say, fuck it, I just made enough money and that's where it stops? I know games like Final Fantasy VII that still goes well, and it's an old-ass game, and it still makes a lot of money for Square Enix because a lot of people are still buying and playing the game. So clearly they did something right if people are still playing it. Clearly Square Enix did something right. Otherwise, people wouldn't actually still playing the game. That is old, you know, like a very classic game.
And it's constantly getting updates from what I hear.
As well. Nice.
So
they know their
always
shit.
New content.
There you go.
On a game, which I'm impressed there still is new content to be added.
Exactly.
How old the game is.
Damn right. But see, that's the smart way. That's because they know for when they started it right and they finished it right for the long term, they know that it's best like, oh, for them it's worth it because they're still making a lot of money and it's still going well. So they did something incredibly smart with the game and something that a lot of companies should take into consideration. Because I hate when these companies like take halfway, like, with all due respect, like I don't want to sound like pissy or anything, but the Pokemon games. I mean, guys.
The same game, new content.
just with all due respect, like, I understand, I know a lot of people love Pokemon and Pokemon is awesome, but I'm not gonna sit here and deny and say that Pokemon is fantastic. Like, with all due respect, we had Arceus. They changed the formula, it was a good idea, it worked well. However, lack of graphical improvements, bugs, you can actually swim in it. Performance was shitty as it is, because for the most part, since was on a Switch game, it was running okay, but they had problems in the past with performance. Then what happened? They went over their minds with how good the game was, but for the time being, Arceus did actually generate a lot of popularity, and they made a lot of revenue within a short period of time, true. But again, mindset of making money now, and who cares what's going to happen in 5 years, because they're always pushing out new games which are unfinished. And then what happens? They started copying that idea from Arceus, and instead of actually improving the games that they released, they seriously, released, for example, Scarlet and Violet. It's nice. It's got more vibrant, I guess, in colors. It's a bigger, but with all the respect, not every game has to be open world, and even if so, how come that Violet itself had much more bugs than Arceus, that they had to apologize, I believe, more than 2 times? They fixed the game, and then they had the same problem a few months later. So clearly, what happened there is that they tried to make something work again, but finally they realized, they're like, oh, we can't do the same repetition stuff because it never actually worked, and now they just shot themselves even deeper in the foot. Because now it happened that the game that they released, which is new, just went much more worse than it could possibly go. It's a nice game. It's an awesome game. I like the new Pokemons, but the execution can be better. Graphical improvements can be much better.
With Scarlet and Violet, it's because I picked up the game when everything was patched and it was actually a functioning video game.
Temporary.
The problem I have is personal, because I'm stubborn when it comes to games.
Mm-hmm.
So currently I've done 2 gyms, and I'm at the Ice Gym, which is the 4th gym.
No.
And I'm too stubborn that I can't level up my Pokemon too high because they won't listen to me. But they will also get destroyed because it's not the gym I'm meant to be doing. But I'm just not I'm just going to the gym until I do it.
Oh my god.
I stopped playing it. I came back, still haven't stopped trying it.
It's nice. It's not really the case scenario that it's not. It's just the thing is, when you see the momentum of how they've been releasing games, when you could have expected saying these people would actually improve, that rather than just, it feels more like they're just copying, pasting a game with the same kind of formula. It's just a shame that you would actually think that a company that have been doing all these Pokemon games, they don't actually do the smart decision and say, let's take a moment back, actually make a game that people enjoy, and see how it performs well for other consoles, and then when you're actually confident, then you actually publish it. And then for something, for example, like Palworld, which is the new Pokemon game with freaking Fortnite and Stardew and Minecraft, Pokemon with guns, technically speaking, a lot of Pokemon fans are now complaining that Palworld is doing better. I'm like, with all due respect, I love Pokemon. Pokemon is nice, but the fact is, Palworld, when they released it, they knew exactly what they wanted in a typical Pokemon spin-off game that the other company would never do. And that is actually making good enough graphical improvements. Make sure that, for the most part, the game is at least running good. Now, leave it that the game itself is on PC. So the advantage that they had is that the technologies on PC are much more advanced than Switch, which is, a big advantage comparing to when you're playing a game on console. But it's not really a case scenario. It's due to optimization that makes a difference. And the thing is, Palworld, the reason it's awesome, it's because it feels like who made the game knew what to combine into one to make it a good enough game. Because to me, when I looked at Palworld, I was like, oh, is this Fortnite? Is this Minecraft? Is this Stardew Valley? And and boom, there you go. It's like you already got your first impression that this game is something that will actually get you to play.
I think with Power, it's like the base is you collect monsters, you use them to fight, and that's the same base as Pokemon.
You know what's funny about that,
That's
actually?
the basic system.
Yeah.
And what Power did was,
Yeah.
unlike Nintendo, they've added on to this, like, you can fight as well.
And you know,
can
do you want a fun fact?
build. Oh, go ahead.
You know the funny fact about that, and the fun fact, something that Game Freak should have done from the very start beginning in their Pokemon games. Like, that's something that a feature that people asked. Like, it's not enough to just, you know, capture a Pokemon and train them and use them for battles. Why can't you just, you know, release them, let them do... Oh, I understand they had this, like, very old interaction system where you can pet your Pokemons, give them treats, establish relationship.
In the 3DS
But-
era, when you have the 2 screens, you have the bottom one, like you
yeah.
add like your berries and that.
But the problem is that wasn't enough. You know, like, that wasn't... That's the same old mechanics in newer kind of Pokemon games. It's not enough. Like, considering to Palworld, I just feel like, wow, these creatures that you collected, they're doing such more things. They're helping you build, they're helping you fight, they're helping you defend. You know, like, it makes, you know, capturing them much more rewarding than playing a Pokemon game. Again, something that I felt like the Pokemon game should have had from the very beginning. So honestly, they could have implemented these things in the Pokemon games. I don't know why they didn't do it in the first place. I really don't know.
My favorite PAL from Palworld is Depresso.
Really? What kind of Pokemon is that?
It's a PAL from
Ah.
Palworld, not a Pokemon. It's
PAL.
If you just look like the videos of it, and it's the whole point and the entire thing about the PAL is it is the embodiment of depression.
No.
And
Oh, well.
it's my favorite one because it shows it does like because you know you can like send them to do like mine, build, explore, and all that. For exploring, it will when it's mining, it puts a very little effort into actually mining, like because it's all animation. It's not actually mining; it's just generating.
Ah, okay.
So,
All
it's like-
have their own use.
and it's like such a funny PAL, like his to have.
But that's what makes it interesting. You see where my point is? You're mentioning all the things that makes it fun. Like, that's my other question. Like, where are these things in Pokemon? Like, okay, you might tell me, but we have the tent system, like in Pokemon Sword and Shield. We had, like, the whole tent system, you know, mechanic where you set up your tent, you have your Pokemon pals next to your tent, but, like, implement them into your real-life adventure. Just don't implement them as something additional, which is not really part of your it feels like just very like not realistic part of the adventure. Like, I want my Pokemon pals to be with me on the adventure, defending me, fighting against enemies. They can help me build, or, you know, like, at least, I don't know, like,
I
do
think like,
something.
it's less realistic and more the fact that they're all the same. Like they'll all go and catch a ball when you throw it. They'll all act excited. But
Yeah.
in like Palworld, it's like they have their own characteristics.
Which is nice.
Like,
And
they have their own animations for doing
Yes,
things, which gives
exactly.
them characters, so to speak.
Exactly, and that's what makes them nice. Something that all the Pokemon games should have had from the very beginning. You see what I mean? Like, these are things that should have been crucial to the Pokemon games, but they're not. So, like, I can see why Palworld can be successful. It's like, if they had these ideas from the start, maybe the Pokemon games, you know, would have been maybe a little bit better. But again, personally,
Go on.
I don't know. Like, I feel Palworld, in my opinion, is the perfect kind of example of how to make a game that people want, that in the same original game, because keep in mind this is a Pokemon spin-off, it just showed that the original game had so much missing features that could have been such a good game if they implemented those missing features. Potentially. So... But
I'm going to eat, but I'll leave with this. Pokemon as a base has so much potential.
It does.
They're just not using it.
Exactly. No, I agree. I agree with you completely. If they put those features that they have in Power World in Pokemon, Pokemon would be so much better. Mark my words. Pokemon would be much more better and popular. It's a good franchise, but it has so much more potential in it. But they are not utilizing those potentials as smartly as a company. They are missing out on the opportunities. And the problem is, when they get too repetitive with these kind of things, people will lose interest. They will stop playing. Like how I lost interest. Like, I used to be addicted to Pokemon. Now I'm just like, Pokemon. Because it's always the same shit. So, yeah. Sorry, y'all Pokemon fans, but I'm just saying, like, Pokemon can be so much better. Also, where are you, Froggo? Can't see you.
I'm first.
You're first. Oh, yeah, I see. Very good. Very good, Froggo. Very good. I'm really talking about Pokemon today, Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. I couldn't get into the Power World because it's an open world survival, like survival like every indie dev out there. Well, I mean, it's a survival game, which is much more different. But overall, I think, in my opinion, it's actually more interesting because it's a game which gives you all the freedom, so you can do whatever you want. It's the thing, though, sometimes what I like about RPG games, and I'm sure people can agree with this statement that I'm gonna say, is that sometimes when certain games have their own fixated, like, actions and things that you can do, like, for example, Froggo is obviously gonna criticize me about this, but for example, Xenoblade.
Oh.
So, Xenoblade, I know for a fact it's an open world game where you have main missions, side missions, you have your own companions, you can assign your companions, build them however you want. It's like this big MMO kind of game. Ish. Kind of. But the thing about it that makes it fun, it's because it's still fixated. It's not like a survival game. You have all these things and you can do what... It's fixated. It's an open, semi-open world game, I guess, because it's still an open world, but it's not like massively open world. It's not like Assassin's Creed kind of open world. So it's a semi-open world game, most likely, but with a fixated points. However, you got different characters, different abilities, different stories, different lore, different combination of characters you can put to your team, most likely. Not to mention you can make your own equipment. Maybe, I'm not sure if Xenoblade has some sort of crafting mechanics, which probably it might have. But you can do a lot of stuff. Yeah, I thought so. So, these are like, you know, I like to call them like the generic mechanics in RPG games, which are nice. Like those are the standard mechanics. But I think, in my opinion, what would probably make Xenoblade fantastic are two things: story and music. And graphics, of course, we can't deny. To be fair, actually, I think for the fact that Xenoblade is only supported on Switch, it makes it even more amazing due to the fact that the Switch is so limited, yet the graphics for Xenoblade is still very awesome. So, like, can we just say, like, that's, like, the biggest ups for, like, Xenoblade? Like, Xenoblade is already amazing on the Switch. Imagine Xenoblade on PC. How much more awesome it could be. Right? It's like saying, I don't know, like a Mario game, and they... To be fair, imagine, like, Mario being on PC. Like, there's so much new technologies, new graphics, new engines they can use, and so much more. I'm sure Fruggo would actually approve of the idea, seeing Xenoblade getting ported to other consoles with much more major improvements. So, because obviously, most likely, you'll have better improvements and better everything in general, because Switch is limited. But at the same time, Switch can be useful in its own way. Problem is, though, Switch, it's great, but its limitations are a little bit extreme. In fact, that's why there's this whole rumor about Switch 2, which I wonder if that's going to be true or not. But we'll see. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Raven. Thank you. I mean, most companies use their own engine or Unreal. Yeah, they have their own engine that they have, you know, an agreement or contract with. Like, they find an engine from a company that they're partnered with, maybe, or they get a contract or agreement, and they can utilize the products that company that they have contracted with, you know. And from there, they utilize the technologies that they're giving with. And technically speaking, pretty much they just utilize what they can. And then it all comes down to professionalism. That's when the whole optimization and thing comes in. Because keep in mind, it's not just having the best kind of products. You need to actually be smart enough to work with those products. It's like, you know, giving Fruggo fucking Wagyu beef, and Fruggo doesn't know how to cook Wagyu beef. Sorry, Fruggo. But yes, you know.
I don't even know what you just said.
No, you don't want to know. It's the most expensive beef. It's gonna probably cost your whole salary. Don't worry about Wagyu beef, Probo. But if you want to know, Wagyu beef is just the most expensive beef in the world. But don't worry, you're not gonna eat it. It's too expensive. it's let's just say you need to be shitting money to actually afford Wagyu beef, which I'm sure no one can do that. Otherwise, it would be magical. Unicorn magical. Huh? Also, I didn't realize we are doing the train one. That's nice. It's nice. It should be the Switch came out in 2017. I mean, I wish that they actually released Switch 2. That would be nice. That definitely would be nice, actually.
If they do release a Switch 2 like this year, like, they just have to have like a Xenoblade 2 Definitive Edition.
Could be. I think, yeah, that would be that would be a fun idea, wouldn't it, Froggo? I'm sure you would love that. My concern, it better be future-proof, which I doubt, but you know, to be future-proof is a little bit tricky, but we'll see. We should be hearing about it in March. Is it actually confirmed that they're going to talk about Switch 2, or is it just a rumor?
I think it's just a rumor still.
Because so far, a lot of people just said it's a rumor, but it's not official. So, for me, it's a rumor. Then, I got a feeling, if we're lucky, we might get some news this year, or we're gonna have to wait much more years for it to be released. So, I don't know about you guys, but if it's a rumor, to tell you the truth, if we don't hear anything by the middle of this year, then I doubt that they will release anything by the end of this year. Because, you know, do you know how long people have been begging for Switch 2? Due to the restrictions and stuff? Years. So, I don't know what Nintendo... Unless Nintendo will pull the wild card and say, oh, hold on, we got a trump card up our sleeve. Here we go, we got some news for you. I know Nintendo likes to do that kind of stuff. They like to surprise their fans, which is actually pretty awesome. But sometimes Nintendo is a big mystery, so you'll never know if they're actually working on something that we actually need or something that we don't need as much. So it's a big question. But everybody, fingers crossed we get Switch 2, because we definitely need Switch 2. For the love of Jesus, we need Switch 2, man. We need Switch 2 Like, we need to have a future-proof device. It will probably not be future-proof because problem with nowadays, and I know from an IT person because I'm studying on technology and stuff like that. Well, not really studying, more like gaining experience over time, but the factor is this. Nowadays, companies are doing one thing. They're trying to shrink down devices into a very small, compact devices, and they're trying to create the most efficient devices in the smallest way possible. For example, computer CPUs back in the days used to be much more millimeters in terms of size. Now they shrink them down to, I believe, 8 or 7, and surprisingly, they're more efficient and more energy saving. The problem is, though, is that it becomes so hard and so easy that they overheat that it becomes more problem to troubleshoot. So keep in mind that the smaller they are, the more riskier it is, because if they're gonna make something so small that it generates more speed, that's more heat. And the thing is, if the device itself is gonna be so small that it doesn't have a proper ventilation system, the component will probably explode or just completely burn. It's like saying having a phone with no heatsink whatsoever, and you expect your phone not to overheat. Like, you have to keep in mind that when people are constructing these kind of things, they have to understand that more speed comes more heat. Plus more, higher efficiency products will also cost more money. But the question is, are they reliable? Yes or no? And the big question is that what kind of ventilation system do they have? Which most likely won't be a good ventilation system, but we'll see. Depending on what they will do. If they put like 2 holes pretending like to be an airway system, then most likely it's gonna overheat like very easily. But it depends what Nintendo wants to do with the Nintendo Switch 2. If they will actually release a Switch 2, but we'll see. I am gonna cross my fingers and dream on and pretend like Nintendo are actually gonna do it. Hopefully. Maybe. Do you believe, Frego, that Nintendo Switch 2 will come to reality? Do you believe so?
If it means getting a Xenoblade 2 Definitive Edition, then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reasoning I've been saying. Like, we have been dreaming for many things to be accomplished. It's like, oh, we still haven't got these, so the chances are, what is gonna be the probability of getting this? Chances are not that much. Because if they're not gonna do this, and this was already requested by a lot of people, what do you think the odds is gonna be for something even more higher priority? Not that much. And which is sad, but again, everybody, fingers crossed. Let's pray to RNGesus that maybe Nintendo will finally realize that the limitation on the Switch is gonna cost them a lot of money in the future. Because with lack of limitations equals lack of games being produced in the Switch, plus if that Switch that we're using now to play, they won't actually continue producing stable updates in the future, that Switch won't last. And it's not the first time it happened. Like, they have a new product, they push out updates, and then what happens? They don't know what other further updates they will do, or they will stop producing updates for whatever the reasons may be. And then the device, after a few months, it just breaks. It explodes. Unlike Windows, for example, they get a shit ton of updates, but the sad part about Windows is that you get so much updates, and then later you are scared to update your PC because it might crash, it might cause problems, just like what happened last time. I updated my Windows. What happened? I get an error, and then I get this beautiful blue screen in front of my eyes saying, your system is fucked. And I'm like, oh, Great. What am I gonna do now? Am I going to format my PC? Well, how am I gonna fix this? At least I was lucky because I was able to reinstall Windows without losing any data. But you see, my whole point is that it comes down to optimization. So that's another thing. Windows, they push a lot of updates, but sometimes they're just shitty updates. But again, that's just our beautiful Windows. Oh, nice. I got bumped this one.
What I said about technologies.
Wait,
the way technology...
No.
Nathan, I think what I said about technologies, the way technology improves is we'll get the improved technology, use that to improve the new technology that was the improved technology, which will snowball into that the improvements coming quicker and quicker. This is why Nintendo have been left behind in terms of hardware.
True.
Because they've kept the same console since 2017. And then look at PlayStation, like the PS5, Microsoft with the Xbox, and like PCs being more powerful than both of them combined.
But the reason PC, like, okay, because if I were to really, like, explain this to the fullest, so let me see from a knowledge perspective, y'all. So, from your end, what do you guys think that makes PC more powerful compared to, let's say, a PS5? Like
customization aspects, because you can improve it over time. Meanwhile, PS5s are made, so if you take out a piece that isn't the exact piece, then the PS5 just won't work.
Yep, and the thing is, you have different technologies. Leave it that the thing about PS5 is that it has its own PC custom build parts. But the problem you have to consider is the technology makes a big difference. It doesn't matter having the most powerful hardware in the world. If the technology is shit, then your hardware is not going to run at its full potential. It's like saying having the most advanced robot, but the brain is like shit.
Which is why there was PS5s for the longest time was only in such a limited amount, because the chips that actually made the PS5 function, they weren't being made fast enough.
They're like, the problem most likely it was they had good architecture, they had good technologies, but the raw power that it produces was not as much compared to others. Maybe.
It was confirmed that that wasn't the case, and they just because there was around quarantine when it released, like first quarantine, because of like all the borders shutting down. They couldn't like ship, because they weren't made like in the UK or America. There was shocking. They were made in third world countries, where in most likely sweatshops. Let's be real. It's very cheap to make stuff that way, and they couldn't ship it because the country they were made in was like, we're not sending anything out because of COVID.
Yes, that is true, because unfortunately COVID slowed everything down since then. And for businesses to actually start getting back up on the top, for us it would say, oh, it's fine, it's just a business. But imagine companies like these multi-millionaire companies, like, for example, to give you guys an example, which you're all gonna be surprised. Let's talk about Disney, for example. Like, they were shut down for 2 days. Guess how much money they lost within those 2 days? 1.2 billion.
I was gonna say 2 million.
Nah, fuck that. No. Much more than that, trust me. I mean, theoretically, Disney, first of all, Disney, as much as I know, they're definitely billionaires, for sure. Especially with their subscription, their movies, their production. So Disney is definitely one of the big, like, company giants, for sure. Especially with how popular Disney really is. So keep that in mind. But companies like Disney or any like these giant companies, they lose millions, even billions in 2 days. That's not even a joke, imagine. So, like, COVID, the problem that it did it affected so much businesses that they, first of all, some of them even got shut down because of COVID. That's how problematic COVID was, unfortunately. And some businesses, they thrived better because of COVID, because to give you guys an example, someone was talking about culinary business, meaning, you know, chefs like me, for example. Their business thrived because a lot of people, you know, they used to go to more restaurants, they eat there. But of course, due to COVID, what happened was a lot of people were getting more takeaways, more than usual, because a lot of people were too scared to go out or because they were sick. So what happened was those businesses that used to thrive out of takeaways or stuff like that, of course they made more money because more people were more ordering more than usual. So that makes sense, right? But for companies like this, like, I don't know, like for example, Disney, companies that, you know, do stuff that they actually give products, for example, when you're like outside, like, I don't know, like an event or a vacation or merch or stuff like that. So Disney World, for example, Disney World lost millions of money, millions, I'm telling you. Like, imagine if we were to calculate that every day, they have a shit ton of people that goes to Disneyland every day. The amount of money they make, no wonder they made those millions and billions. They have people every day coming to Disneyland. You know, that's... But imagine COVID goes in and it just shuts down that whole business for 2 days. Of course, they're gonna lose all that money because they have to close everything down. So that's the shame part. But some other businesses won't be affected. But now, of course, obviously, these giants, they will have a hard time for sure. Especially those like how do you say, more like those like external kind of businesses that in order for them to make money, people have to actually be out and be on the premises more than actually being at home and ordering stuff. Like, for example, Amazon didn't get affected because Amazon people nowadays, actually, on the contrary, Amazon is making much more money due to the fact that much more people nowadays are ordering more products online. And because it's probably cheaper and better.
People probably got Amazon Prime subscriptions.
Exactly. And the thing is, usually you end up finding much more better products at much more cheaper prices because they put a shit ton of sales on Amazon and it's much more worth it for them. They will say, oh, look, there's the product I want. It's on sale. Order this. Sometimes it's not as simple because regardless, when you're buying something online, keep in mind that the product will be cheap, but you have to consider the packaging as well. Like how many times I end up finding something very cheap and then you're like, oh, this is 30 euros cheaper. And then what happens? Oh, you look at the package and like, oh, Jesus, 40 euros package. Wow. Totally not cheap. Because I have to pay.
Amazon
like that.
Amazon is good for bulk buying things.
Exactly. What I like about Amazon is the customer care. Customer care is fantastic. Like, I'm not gonna shy away from saying that. It's fantastic. Like, when it comes to actually having an issue, they tackle it like properly and get it resolved, so I can easily say that's good. That's from my experience. I'm not sure what your experience is, but so far from my experience, I never had problems with like
very
refunds.
Rarely has Amazon like let my family down in terms of not receiving it, but when they do, we normally get a refund.
Exactly. So like, so far from the feedback, barely people had problems with processing like refunds, or for example, if you get a package with something faulty, they will not give you a hassle to return it. So, you know, like overall, the service is there. The quality is there. So a company like Amazon, they won't lose any money. In fact, they will make more money in the contract because of COVID. Because more people are buying products online. Which is understandable. Because to tell you the truth, I love shopping online more than I actually go shopping like physically to shops. Unless I need something urgent and I need something that I won't waste time with. Obviously, I go to like the shop itself, but if I need to buy something which is not urgent and something that I need to save money on, usually it's always worth considering looking online and see where you can purchase it from.
I think with shopping online is it's good for like if you don't need something straight away.
Exactly.
We have time to wait because it tends to be cheaper that way.
Cheaper and sometimes better quality too, depending on where you're buying it from.
Oh yeah, if like, you're buying something from like halfway across the planet and the shipping fees are going to be like
shipping fee will be
probably more expensive than the actual product itself.
Shipping fee will be so high that it's probably going to be higher than the product itself, more like higher than the value itself.
You might as well just go to the store and buy
exactly.
it.
But for example,
in most case scenarios, it's going to be cheaper.
Exactly.
If you just have the time to wait.
Just like how when I realized I had this friend of mine and he was like hilarious. Like, this guy thought that he knows where he's buying stuff, and he told me like, oh, I see this like beautiful like wireless, Pro controller for the Switch. And I was like, I went to this shop, I saw it like 80 euros. And then what happened? I was like, let me just go to Amazon really quickly and check because I'm curious. And then I see a third-party company that make controllers which are compatible for the Switch. They're still Pro controllers, theoretically speaking. They're just cheaper and probably much more better quality.
The Pro controllers I had are not official Nintendo ones.
Yeah.
They are branded, so they are going to be more expensive.
Yeah.
I say branded. I buy them from Game, which is a big company. So it's going to be more expensive. But for the quality, for how much they are, they're really good quality. And I don't need to spend extra on a controller that. The only difference is I can use amiibos on it, which I don't do.
Exactly. Like for example, if I can get away buying a 20 euro Pro controller, which is as good as the original, why should I spend 30 euros more on the same thing that the 20 euros one can actually be good enough to handle with? So, why spend more than money when technically speaking, you're still getting a good quality controller that it's good enough for you to handle with, just as a cheaper price. So it
just comes down to, do you want the extra feature, and are you willing to pay more for it?
Feature my ass.
I wouldn't exactly call it a feature worth like the minimum £20 difference.
More like an excuse for them to
raise. It can be as minimum as a £20 difference, up to a £40 difference.
Do you know what's funny when you said feature? That's what Apple said, and they end up pumping their prices to literally 3K.
You want your phone in rose gold? Handles an extra £200.
Yeah, fuck that. That's what they said when they released their Apple featured like VR headset, and they're like, oh, we're gonna pump it up to 3K, and I'm like, what? I'm like, 3K for a fucking VR headset? Are you kidding me? And like, I can go buy an Index VR and I get it for like 800 euros, and you're telling me
name a headset that is exactly like the Apple one and is still cheaper. It's still cheaper.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna be like the snob or anything. Like, it's true, their technologies are great, but for the love of God, don't tell me that the features that they implemented deserves to be raised 2K more on the product. Like, for fuck's sake, come on, man. Like, that's just a scam. Like, you're saying, oh, I can crank up the price to 1K just because it supports 8K resolution that likely no one will use. Like, come on, man. There's
a VR headset that was cheaper than
and it's better.
Apple.
Yeah.
And it was about £1,300.
And it performs better.
It was 4K, and it was like a full, like, very light compared to the Apple one. I don't remember its name.
By the way, just want to say, I'm not shaming anyone, just so you guys know, for having Apple products. Like, it's your money, your business.
I have Apple products.
Exactly. I mean, I bought an Apple monitor, and I swear to God, I will never ever do that mistake again. Because fuck me, that Apple monitor was so expensive that when it broke and I contacted customer support, like, I will never ever again have to deal with a monitor that is supposed to be high-end giving me stupid problems that I never expected on an expensive monitor. You know what the problem was with these monitors? Their circuit board got fried. Yay! Great.
How does a monitor circuit board get fried?
Pretty simple. It's due to proper. Most probably could be two things: due to improper circuitry build that is behind the monitor itself, or lack of ventilation. Like they construct the monitor just fine.
Surely Apple's fault then.
Definitely, no,
Both
it's their fault.
But both cases, there's no point, there's no problem on your end.
Yeah, but the thing is,
technology itself.
The thing is, I wasn't the only one who had problem with this kind of monitor, because there was someone else, a big YouTuber that has this giant company. They also experimented buying like Apple products, and they happened to also buy an even more expensive monitor that they had. And apparently, he mentioned that for whatever reason, when he bought an Apple monitor, what happened is that when he contacted their support, they said that their excuse is, we don't have the parts to fix the monitor. Mind you, it's their product. It's their freaking thing. They have their own warehouse with the whole products, and they give you an excuse saying, we don't have the part to fix for a $900 freaking monitor. That was their excuse. They were like, it's done, it's broken. What they try to do, and this, mind you, this is very common. Like, you guys think it's funny or something extraordinaire, but this is how a lot of businesses try to scam their way into making money. What they do, they will purposely try to make these kind of products seem like they're robust and stuff like that. What happens is, it comes to a point where they are potentially almost unfixable. So what they will tell you is, they will tell you, we don't have the parts. Mind you, they're trying to make up excuses, or they actually don't have the parts, which is kind of stupid. And they will force you to buy a completely new product without actually fixing the parts. So for example, if you were to fix, let's say, a motherboard or a CPU, you can get away with like $120, maybe $150. No. What do? They tell you they don't have the product, and they will force you to buy a completely new monitor, $900 again. I'm like, no. No, fix your shit. Like, don't release a product that it's so expensive, and then you come up with an excuse saying, I don't have the part to fix it. And then you try to force that person, if they want that monitor to be fixed, they just have to buy a completely new one. Like, that's just stupid. Like, the heck. No one is gonna buy for a completely new monitor if they had the same problem, beforehand. Like, nobody's gonna be crazy enough to spend more money again when they can just potentially fix something.
And like, there's a fear, because say that it happens to you, right? It's a reasonable fear that if you buy a new one, the same thing's gonna happen, and you're most likely gonna get the same response.
Exactly.
Then that's another £900.
And that's another reason why people will shy away from buying these expensive products, and they have every right. And to be fair, I agree with them. I do the same thing. This is why usually I end up doing the smart decision that when I'm buying something, I need to know from a smart IT person perspective, I need to know what the heck is in the product. I'm not gonna spend 800 euros on a product if I don't know what the heck is in that product. If you're gonna sell me a product without telling me what the parts is, I will just not buy. Because I need to know what is in that product. It's like saying, I'm gonna sell you this PlayStation, but you're not gonna tell me what the specs are. The fuck? Like, obviously, no one is gonna buy it. You would have to be crazy enough to YOLO it.
PlayStation is a bad example, because there's that much PlayStations out there you can guarantee it works.
But, yes, for the most part, true. But the thing is, consoles, and not really PlayStation, because true, maybe PlayStation can get away, because the awesome thing about PlayStation, personally, is that I remember PlayStation didn't have this really high-end parts, but surprisingly, their technology was so great that it actually performed well for the most part. So their technologies was something special. But for other consoles, maybe they weren't lucky enough with their architecture to be as smooth as maybe like the PlayStation. But then again,
I think it's PlayStation was built with functionality.
Yeah.
More than looks.
True.
So they didn't look the greatest, but they functioned.
They
as
function great.
intended.
Just like Xbox. Xbox, they function fantastic. Xbox, like, true, for a lot of people, they'd say, oh, just instead of buying an Xbox, you might as well buy a PC. I mean, yeah, true. Fair enough. You might as well go for a PC here. That's right. But obviously, considering...
The problem comes to that argument is, and like, comparing the prices between PC and consoles, it's like 100 times cheaper.
Exactly. Like, obviously, you might as well go for PC if you have the money, but you have to consider budget is a very important thing. Not everyone is going to spend...
Not everyone...
Yeah.
It's like the PC, the PC I have now, it's a cheap not second hand, but it's like using old parts. It can't do a lot of things.
But it works. But it works.
It works for what I want it to do.
Exactly.
So I don't see a reason to
improve
it.
Yeah, exactly. No, if you don't find use of it. Yeah, so that's another case scenario. It's that it depends on the budget and it depends on the uses. And the thing is, obviously when people are going to spend something expensive, they need to see what big differences they're going to be from their previous product to the new product, or if it's something completely new. Let's say, for example, I'm going to have, to give you guys an example, I have my, or I don't know, Samsung A6, for example, and I'm like, oh, I'm one of those people, I'm just gonna upgrade my phone. And I'm like, okay, so I have this current Samsung A6, and I want something better than a Samsung A6. So I'm like, oh, I look at that phone, I look at that phone, I look at that phone, and I see, oh, 1,100 euros. What are the specs? Better camera, maybe better processor, a bit more memory, maybe a bit more storage. Compared to your, let's say, your Samsung cost maybe 700, 800 euros, make it more or less. And then you see, oh, so the difference you have, maybe you have a bit of memory, you have a bit of CPU, you have a bit of storage. And then you have, like, you know, a bit more improvement. And then it comes to a question where it's like, oh, so it's going to cost me 300 more euros than usual compared to my original phone to upgrade. But then...
Speaking of upgrading a phone, I'm actually going to start saving up for a new phone.
Really? What phone do you have?
ROG 7. I currently have the iPhone X.
Oh, nice.
And I'm saving up for the ROG 7 Ultima.
You know what I wish someone could say?
It is the... Review-wise, I've watched multiple reviews on the phone. It is the best mobile gaming phone currently on the market.
iPhone. Yeah, iPhone.
It's not iPhone, it's Android.
Oh. Well, so, you know phones that I really thought they were actually pretty good? The Xiaomi phones are freaking good, by the way. I don't know why people keep saying that Xiaomi phones are scared because of the... True, sometimes Xiaomi phones, the problem they had is with their software, and sometimes they get bricked when you're doing an update. But they're so powerful. Like, for example, my phone is a Xiaomi Level T. It's got literally HDR with 1080p resolution camera with a very good freaking lenses that takes really good pictures back and front. It's got literally the ability to record in 60 FPS, which is great because not a lot of phones can actually record in 60 FPS, which is nice. In full HD, by the way. So that's lovely. Plus, you have a crap ton of storage. You have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, mine has probably 12 gigs of RAM, which is a lot for a phone. Plus, I believe it's a 6-core, 8-core CPU, which is a monster CPU. It's like having a 16-core... Actually, I don't even think PCs... I don't think there is a CPU that exists with 16-core for a PC. Or maybe there is, but who knows?
I think that there is. They're just very few in numbers.
There's probably very few, though.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Because obviously what I'm thinking like server CPUs. Because obviously server CPUs, they would have like 2 sockets, not one. You know, so you can put like an 8-core and it will have a total of, 8 times 2. Because it has 2 CPUs, but obviously, compared. But to be fair, PCs can handle a lot of cores. The only problem is that, again, with more cores and more processing, that's going to generate a shit ton of, like, heat, and good luck trying to cool that CPU down. So
it's like too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yes.
Will cause a fire.
Will cause a fire. Yes, exactly. So, like, these kind of upgrades, they're nice, but you have to take a lot of step back and saying, what's going to happen if I proceed with this upgrade? Is it good? Is it bad? What's going to happen? So, trust me, guys, when you're upgrading something, you need to do your homework very carefully. Because if you mess up with that upgrade, it's going to give you more expenses more than actually benefits. And I know because I did that once. I bought this like really expensive headphones, and then later I'm like, oh, this is such a great headphones with all these features. And then what happened? It came with a jack, and all it took was just a jack to be damaged, and I can't just throw away the entire headphones and I can't use it. Because the problem with jacks for headphones, they can be bent pretty easily and they can easily get damaged. It's not like when you have a USB cable. USB cable, you can get away with bending it, but with a jack, you don't have a chance. If it bends, you can throw that shit away. That's the thing, though, with jacks. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if this is true, but I think they support certain kind of technology that provides better audio. But in terms of robust, they are not actually robust at all.
It depends on the jack, because some jacks you can have it where you can plug it in through like a device that does that instead if it doesn't have that software, and it can simulate having that.
Just like, having like, it's like saying having, I don't know, like a microphone. Like, for example, to give you guys an example, like when you're buying one of those really high-end studio-grade microphones, like, for example, Shure. Like, for example, mine is Elgato, but mine is a USB mic. There are ones which are what is called Go XLR cable microphones. And, for example, for them, you would need to connect something called an audio interface, which converts analog signals to digital, basically. So I see Frogo happy there. But yes.
Rainbow Road.
I was gonna be so mad if you didn't pick it.
Why is your microphone sounds like you're farting, man? Every time you join in, you start talking. Like that.
It was actually doing it that time. It wasn't a microphone.
Yeah, it was actually doing that. It's actually funny how your microphone sounds like that. Also, by the way, let me catch up with chat because I'm far away. First of all, I want to say hello to Annie. And also, Jay, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the 3-day streak, my friend. I appreciate you. And thank you to Raven. And also, the lever command didn't work for some whatever reason. I need to see why that didn't work.
I don't think Kronk's there.
Kronk probably is still on vacation. Kronk is on vacation. Apparently so. But overall, thank you. That was a mistake. Technically.
I get very distracted by the microphone.
Oh, you missed.
Where did that go?
It just flew right in front of my face. Somehow. Oh, hi. I fell.
But you didn't fall for me.
No, I just fell due to unluckiness. Fantastic. Yeah. Beautiful.
Watch it on my house.
No.
Don't make team watch.
Oh, here comes a blue shell. Here comes a blue shell. Frigga boy.
Aha! Oh, no, mind. I thought I cancelled it out.
You spoke too soon, Frigga. That's right. Stay there, fart noise. Hey.
His kart is powered by the sound of his microphone. The more he speaks, the faster he goes.
Imagine Frogo's microphone is powered by radioactive. Jesus Christ. Never knew you were such a radioactive person, Virgo. That's a new for me. Oh my god, I keep falling off. Jesus Christ.
You take the you either take it too far in and too far out. There's never an in between.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do. I keep underestimating that I'm actually gonna drift fine, and then I fall off. Just barely, but I fall off. There goes my beautiful luck. Beautiful luck, I tell you. Go, baby, go. What are you going to do, Annie? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna? Don't scare me like that, Annie. Don't scare me. What are you gonna do, Annie? Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Annie. Don't be like Froggo. Oh, hi, Froggo.
Hey, babe.
Hi. Hi, mommy.
Oh, I'm just imagining, you know, the scene from Zoolander where it's like the red carpet.
Oh, Froggo fell. Fantastic.
No, I didn't.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got Nintendo then. I got Nintendo. Ooh! I beat Froggo in Rainbow Road. Yeah! Beautiful. I took a picture as well.
Froggo. You know, you said, hi, babe. I was thinking in my head, you know, the Zoolander scene where it's like the red carpet.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you see. Well done. By the way, Froggo, nice try. Nice try, Froggo. I beat you.
Annie's got VIP.
Oh, let's see. Hey, congratulations, Annie, for redeeming the VIP. Let's get some hype in the chat. VIP! Let's go. That's a very good question. I do not know.
How many
VIPs? You only have a limited amount of VIPs.
No, definitely not. But I don't have much VIP slots left. But you know what? I don't care. Because, you know, for you guys to earn VIPs, you need to save up a crap ton of points. So, first of all,
it's going to be on the
VIPs.
If you were there and it was available, then you could have got it.
Wait, what the hell is that?
To be fair, if I had free VIPs, I could just give everyone VIP at this point. But you know, I just gotta bring a little bit of value to the VIPs. So that's why I put them as channel points. Yes, Nathan, you sound like a fart.
So
yeah, no, I'm hearing the fart now.
Nathan,
what's up?
Is the VIP thing going to be like, if you were there when you could get it and you got it, then congrats. You're just not going to change it when you run out of slots for VIPs.
True, but you know, I guess in my way, you know, to be fair, realistically speaking,
like, take it out. So if someone's willing to give up the VIP for the person who redeemed it,
I guess it's more like first come first serve. Even though, again, everyone is a VIP and realistically speaking, but since there are the badges
that you get for like being the first 25 subs.
Yeah.
To channel.
Yeah. Or unless Twitch decides to do an update and give more VIP slots, like they did with the Twitch slot, emote slots.
No. I'm not saying Twitch you should do this. Please, I'm on my knees begging.
Also, congratulations again, Annie. I will bestow the lovely badge onto your lovely name in the honor of you becoming VIP officially to the chat. I appreciate it. I thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. And I will give you the beautiful VIP so you can have a beautiful shiny diamond next to your name. And officially, you are a VIP, even though technically you guys are always VIP in my heart. But, you know, you can always have a badge if you want a badge. And since you redeemed it, the badge is yours. First come, first serve. Until I run out of badges, then I don't know what to do next.
We'll figure out when we get.
We'll figure out. But, you know.
How many? Actually, I'm going to wait until...
Yeah, I can tell afterwards. I can check and see how many VIP badges I have left.
I can Google how much there is in, like, how much you can have in total real quick.
Do it. Do it. No problem, Manny. Also, thank you a lot for your... To be fair, VIPs in this regard could mean two things. Either... Actually, three things in that case. Either long-term support, because you have to save up a lot of points to redeem VIP, so it requires you to watch my streams a lot of times. And potentially, if you sub, obviously, it increases the speed of points. But you'll have to save up a lot of points to get VIP. And also, VIP could also mean, you know, like, close friend. But technically speaking, you guys are all my friends, so...
Hold on, fix the farting noise, Nathan.
What up?
Nathan, if you're on the highest level, according to, I don't know what that means, I'm assuming that's Twitch partner.
Yeah.
You have 100 VIP slots.
Oh, Jesus. Fantastic. Fantastic. I will... That's gonna take me years before that actually runs out. And I doubt that
I'm not
everyone...
sure which level you're on right now, but if you are a Twitch partner, then there's 100 slots.
That is a dream.
Okay.
That is a dream that I doubt it will ever happen. But if I ever, in a miracle God's end, I will actually achieve partner someday, which I doubt, but we'll see.
Partner push when?
Oh man, dude, don't even get me started with partner. Like, don't do respect. I love and I wish to become partner, but you want my 2 cents, y'all? I'm not motivated anymore to reach partner. As much as I'm trying, and all, I'd rather not focus on partner than actually focus on partner, because I don't know, it's exhausting.
I think like the Twitch partner thing is if someone streams, they shouldn't focus on getting Twitch partner. Instead, they should focus on like building a community, because eventually Twitch partner will come by building your community big enough.
But
so it's kind of like a reward in a sense.
The only thing that hypes me up for Twitch partner, to be honest with all of you, are just sponsorship opportunities and also opportunities to collab with other, companies. Because the thing is, when the really big selling promotional thing for partner is that when companies out there see like partner badge next to your name, they will flood your emails with like sponsorship opportunities, because for them, partner equals big audience equals money. So, that's one of the truthful facts about partners, is that when companies see someone partnered, they will have a much higher chance of getting opportunities more. I'm not saying that people that are affiliate won't get opportunities, because to tell you the truth, I got opportunity because I got sponsored by Square Enix. I also got into the partner program with Ubisoft. So I can potentially get sponsored to play Assassin's Creed, if I'm lucky. But the thing is, like, I'm lucky that I got these opportunities. And, I was honored that I got these sponsorships, which I'm very happy, and I will never forget these opportunities. But compared to partner, they will probably have such an easy chance getting these kinds of, sponsorships. Especially if the company sees that you are a partner and you're taking a big interest in their games, they will probably just flood your email with a lot of sponsorships. So that's the only thing that makes me hype for partner. Otherwise, don't really care much about partner. But, like, as much as I love to become partner, I'm not gonna even try to focus. I don't believe I'll become partner, to tell you the truth, y'all. But it's okay. I don't care. I'll just keep having fun. If I'm lucky enough to get partner, I would lose my mind and be extremely much more in disbelief, in a good way, of course. If I'm not lucky enough to get partner, well, fuck it. I'll try to achieve other opportunities. That's it. That's all I can do, really. Although I really love to reach partner on something. My only dream is that I want to reach partner on something, man. Like, I don't care. Like, partner on Discord, partner on Twitch, partner on YouTube, partner on Thrones. Like, something, man. I want to reach partner on something. just something like even just reaching one partner on any platform with any company that at least you like. That's already a good sign, because if you're partnered with someone, like with any company, the other companies will start taking interest in you automatically. But without being partnered to any company, the chances of you getting opportunities is low. Because, I mean, you still get opportunities. I'm not saying you won't, but the chances are extremely low. Because keep in mind...
Just come more frequent more than anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like a badge. Like, they'll look at it and be like, this guy has a decently sized audience.
Think about it this way.
And then it'll be the same person who's a partner, and they'll be like, we'll go for the partner because...
Always keep in mind that reaching partner doesn't mean you're guaranteed getting sponsorships. That is completely false. The only thing partner will do is increase the chances very drastically. It's like saying going to an interview and you're showing to your, to your HR that you have all these certifications and you're so intelligent and my God, you're just a big brain. But in reality, it's all just, there just to show that, to convince them to get that opportunity. The partner status, it's like saying, hey, I have the experience because I managed to develop a connection with a company or you got this partnership program because maybe you are smart or you just have experience in that line of work or you're passionate or whatever. And potentially that's kind of like a certification to give you more opportunities-ish in a way. But it's not guaranteed, but it will help a lot for sure. Because if they see that you can make a good impression with one company and they see that you're actually passionate and you're happy and you're proud with that accomplishment, potentially other companies will start taking interest as well. So it depends. It depends. Well, we'll see. Also, I need to give Annie... No, I forgot. No! I forgot. Sorry, Annie. I'll give you your VIP after this race. I was talking so much about partner that I forgot to give you VIP. Now I don't deserve even more to become partner. Don't worry, Annie. Don't worry. I'm not gonna forget give you VIP. I promise. I promise. VIPs are not something to forget. Trust me.
Oh God.
Trust me. Hello, Bowser. Bowser, good to see you, friendo. Also, surprise, Froggo. How are you doing?
She jumped me.
That scared you. Fantastic. I never jump scared nobody. But I managed to scare Froggo for the first time. Yay! Yay!
I do have a question, Nathan.
What's up?
Do you know these on Honkai you can use support characters to help with people's characters?
Mm-hmm.
Do you use them?
Well, the
How often?
only character that I use in every fight is Bailu. Because there's two reasons. She can heal a crap ton of HP to all her teammates, plus she can resurrect a fallen character. That's the only reason. She's incredibly broken support.
They've increased the numbers of support characters you can have from 1 to 3.
That won't happen. That won't happen.
It is a thing. They did it. You can now have 3. You can now choose up to 3 of your own characters to be used as support characters.
Oh, hit me on banana.
Oh wow. Then you know what?
I think my 3 are Black Swan. No, it's not. It's Ian, Blade, and Link.
Oh.
Right.
To be fair, if I were to put my 3s, to be fair, you know what 3 support characters I would put? I would definitely put, besides Bailu, because she's Abundance character. But if I were to put 2 more, most likely would be, what is that imaginary Foxian girl 4-star?
Wukong.
Yes. That I would definitely put because the fact that she buffs up like I believe 15 or 20% more damage, it's ridiculously OP.
It's Yukon, actually.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yukon. Very powerful Foxian girl. And there is another character which was a 4-star character that you get on a quest, and she's also abundance. She's got these like cat ears.
Natasha.
I think so.
Not Natasha.
Natasha's
the healer.
She looks like this like cat girl with like basically her banner is literally a girl wearing like cute like cat winter clothes with like a fishing net, catching fish, technically. But I forgot her name though.
Was it like 1.0 because I do not know a character's banner like that.
I have no idea. Also,
Get VIP quickly.
yes. There you go. I did not forget. I promise. There you go.
Hey, look at that.
Yee! Congratulations! Guys, can we get some hype in the chat for Annie for becoming partner? Jesus. VIP. I mean, I hope that you become partner one day.
Look
But there you go.
Technically, aren't VIPs the partners with the Twitch channel?
I mean,
If you look at it from a certain point of view.
I mean, they're partners in my heart, if that makes any difference. they're VIPs in my heart, okay? Like, that's something, okay? Even though you, technically, like I said many times before, you guys don't need a VIP badge to be VIPs to me, okay? But since you want to look shiny and you want to impress people, I guess fine, you can have a VIP badge if you earn it. But technically speaking, you don't need a VIP badge to be a VIP. Because you guys already are VIPs. At least
you son of a...
in this channel. Also, sayonara, Froggo.
Well, you probably didn't even get anything from the boxes, though, did you?
Maybe. You were saying? You were saying? I did get something to punish you up. Green shells, boy. Also, hello, T. Welcome on in. Also, BVB fangirl. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Welcome. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not blue shell.
Oh my blue shell.
I got blue shelled. Very bad. How am I? To be honest, I wasn't feeling great. I'm still not 100%, to tell you all the truth. In fact, you probably guys noticed it with the lack of energy today. Tell you all the truth, I am happy, but not 100% fully happy. But overall, I'm having fun. So for the most part, I am good-ish. But I definitely am going to do something about my lack of happiness. And I'm praying that it will actually help me. That's all. But overall, I guess I'm okay. Ish. The reason I chose VIP is because the amount of years I've been with you, 3 years is no joke. Aw. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate you support. I thought you followed me more than 3 years, which is awesome. I can't believe you've been supporting me for 3 years. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Annie. So many beautiful people have been supporting me for so long. Plus, we got to meet more awesome people that have recently joined the community as well, which is nice.
I might be the most recent VIP.
Ah, and you're still freaking awesome. It is what it is. So,
Oh,
how long?
I think I've been like following this channel for less than a year.
Doesn't matter. You're still awesome. I told you.
Rematch.
But yes, I'll
Just
beat
for the
you.
other Rainbow Road.
Yes, remember the day I beat you, Froggo. Always remember it. I'm gonna have me some screenshot proof. Oh wow,
His finger's already on the screenshot button waiting.
Yes, definitely. You followed me in the 7th of July, 2021. Oh, so you did actually. So technically speaking, you have been following me for 4 years. Actually, you know how you can check? Let me see.
Wait, no, not 4. I think about 2.5, I think, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, right, because... Oh, you're right.
Because it's not
2 years.
July yet.
There you go. 2 years and 7 months. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, it's not yet July.
Do it to other people. I did not know you could just like plan on like get other people.
Yeah, you can. Oh, wait. Yeah, you can actually do that. You can actually do that. It's very nice. I got that. That command is by Stream Elements. I know I have that command. That is a very useful command, which I love so much. So you guys can easily check yourselves, or you can check other people's followage. I'm not sure if only mods and VIPs and me can do it though.
I think because you can check other people's followers how long they follow by clicking on the name.
You know what?
But you can't check it yourself for some reason. And so the command's useful if you want to check your own follow time, but you can't actually check it yourself, which is stupid since you can check other people's and not your own.
But I mean, BVP Fangirl checked herself and it worked. So I don't know. Somehow it worked.
Like not like it. Like you can check on your own obviously, but say unless like because I don't type in a lot of chats because I normally work.
Ah,
So
I see.
if I want to check one my follow time, I would have to either type in chat. I have to type in chat 4 times. Then it'll give me like the rough time, the timeline for it.
Actually,
Or-
I have an idea test to do. Bowser, can you do exclamation mark followage and put narrative Sora's name in and see if it automatically, the command brings up the followage for Sora when you do it yourself? Maybe you should have the privileges to do it, but I'm just curious if it works for all users or specific users. It should work for all. So, see, there you go. It works for all users. Nice. So you can check other people's follow age as well. That's nice. There you go. It works. It works flawlessly. There you go.
I'm going to check Nathan Gamer Plays.
Yes.
See how long you've been following Nathan Gamer Plays.
Yeah. You've been following
If I
Gamer
don't spell
Plays.
something wrong.
Do it.
I've already spelled follow. I think.
Follow age, come on. I cannot believe I've been
That
following
might
you
be
for
right.
6
I
months.
guess we'll find out when.
You've been following me for 6 months? Wait. Hold on. PvP? You've been following me for 6 months already? Already 6 months? I could have sworn that was longer. Already it's been 6 months. Jesus Christ. Time actually flies. That is so awesome. I didn't know you've been following me for 6 months. That's lovely.
How was this?
Yeah, there's no way you're beating me this time.
Not
Honey?
following Nathan Gamer Plays.
Wait, you're not following me. Priceless, how dare you?
No, I'm following you. I put following Nathan Gamer Plays. You're not following yourself.
I've been following... Excuse me. Nathan is not following Nathan. Fantastic. Thank you, bud. That makes logically sense. Why?
Unless it treats it differently.
And screenshot.
Similar.
Wait a second. You put... Hold on. You made a mistake. Well...
Did I? I did say I could spell something wrong, so...
Wait, obviously you made a mistake. You just put follow age, my name. Obviously it's going to tell you I'm not following myself. You need... If you're doing it for yourself, you just put follow age. If you're doing for other name, you need to put other name.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing it for myself.
Ah, fair enough then. Okay.
I can do it, sound like I've been following, but...
You know what? I'm curious, so I will do it for you in that case. I just want to see how long you've been here, just
last
out
time I
of
did it was
curiosity.
like around 7 months. 8 months.
8 months, huh? Nice. That's lovely. Nice. You guys been supporting me for a long ass time. You guys are amazing. I will give you guys a lot of imagine per month I'll give you cookie. So that
Wait,
means
what? Oh, wait, hold on.
So that's 8 cookies. Wow.
See,
Frigga.
he's not following himself.
Great. I'll just create a fake account called Nathan Gamer Plays and I'll follow myself. Great.
That's kind of... I don't understand because it obviously makes sense because you can't follow your own channel because it's your channel.
Says who? I'll just
But
create
also it should basically just say when the channel was created instead.
Bruh. Frego, You big smart teddy bear. You need to put follow age and no name, so it triggers yourself. Fargo, have no one taught you what programming is?
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to do you.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, but it's not going to work.
Like,
It's not going to work. It's not going to work, Fargo. You need to. What? Who are you trying to follow? Who are you trying to look at?
Oh, okay, well,
There you go. Smart boy. Smart boy. Ah, you've been following me for 1 year. That is false. There's no way
Yeah,
you've been following me for 1 year.
Yeah. Remember when I accidentally unfollowed and then followed
Yeah,
again?
exactly. That's exactly what came to mind. I'm like, no way. I know Fargo.
I think I've been
4 years? 5 years?
Yeah. I think roughly around the same time as Annie, I think.
Yes.
Ow.
Yes. Also, don't hurt yourself.
It was during your when you were playing Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah. That was a long ass time ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. That's nice. I appreciate you all been following me for a long time.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, everybody. We got you, Nathan. Anytime you ever feeling down, we'll be there to cheer you up. Well, I appreciate it, everybody. Unfortunately, the fact is, as much as I appreciate people's love and support, unfortunately, with the things that I'm feeling, it's gonna take more than love to cure my problems. And unfortunately, it's not a good one this time. Man, I mean, I won't let them ruin, like, my whole mood, but they are not really helping me to feel 100% happy, unfortunately. And it's not really anything anyone can fix. It's just personal things, unfortunately. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure, hopefully, a miracle can happen and things will be better. But we'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. And I'm gonna get second place. Or maybe not.
Oh. What?
Or maybe
I think I just broke my game. I think I just.
Oh, no. Oh, or yes.
I thought I glitched the game.
No. Oh, what the? Oh, I thought that was a shortcut. Oh no, I thought that was a shortcut.
Wait, did you go try going down the underground tunnel as well?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's where I got stuck.
Bruh, I thought that was a shortcut. I can't believe
I think everyone has done that.
Bruh.
It's just a lesson learned.
That is such an misleading freaking area that looks like a shortcut. But it's not actually a shortcut. That is some baloney. Stream Elements is on follow age. Wait, really? Hold on.
Oh.
Stream Elements.
Follow age Stream Elements, which does Stream even follow your channel?
Technically speaking, yes, because you need to mod Stream Elements, which actually, not sure how it works, because technically you have to mod the bot in order for it to actually work. But I'm not sure if in that case, when you do it, it automatically follows you, unlike when a user doing it. Could be that's why. Maybe. That's the only logical reason. I don't know. Just guessing. You know. But overall, I can't wait to overall eat food and watch some solo leveling anime, which is nice. And
is it worth watching?
Yes, 100%.
I've been on the fence of watching it.
It's very nice. It's a video game survival inspired anime. And it's really badass. Which I believe it's also made by the same company that made Demon Slayer, which is fantastic. Cause holy shit, their art style is beautiful. Just like Mappa does with their anime. Which I'm excited for Chainsaw Man. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Because
Also,
the anime I've been watching recently is
What's it called?
On one of these tabs.
What kind of anime is it?
I just need to look through the tabs to find the correct one.
Oh. Probably like action adventure. More likely. Unless you're more into like sport kind of anime. So I know there are some like sports anime. Oh,
It's either Firen's Beyond Firen Beyond Journey's End.
Ah, never heard of it to tell you the truth. Sounds nice
Have
though.
you seen the clips of the elf in like a white like mage outfit?
Maybe I could have, but
And then the other one is farming life in the world.
think so actually, yeah. But I don't remember because I've watched for a little bit and then I stopped. And I don't know why. Maybe I have. I need to actually refresh a bit my memory because I don't remember. Just like sometimes that's what happens. I watch a little bit of trailer of an anime and then I stop because I either forget or I just don't take interest. I'm not sure. Sounds nice though.
Very little anime because I'm very stingy in what I choose to watch.
Exactly. Yeah. Same. I am very, 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 very picky when it comes to anime.
If it doesn't, like, I'll watch like the first 2 episodes, and if it doesn't,
Exactly,
like,
I just don't watch it.
I'm just like, let's see what's next.
Or what happens is if I know an anime is too long, One Piece, I just don't watch it. Even though, funny enough, One Piece is the kind of anime, leave it that it's ginormous and God knows how much months you have to spend non-stop watching that anime to catch up from start to finish. But it's the kind of anime which is nice. It's ridiculously long, yes, but it's nice. Although, personally, in my opinion, some animes don't really have to be that long, just per se.
It's like my guilty pleasure anime is called A Wise Man's Grandchild. It's only 12 episodes, so
But it's freaking golden.
it ain't long, and it's like the first anime I actually watched, and it holds like a special place in my heart, which is why I'll always rewatch it, even if it's. And I will admit, it is a mid anime. It isn't great. It isn't bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man just got 1 season only, and look how popular it got in a matter of weeks. Just due to the visuals, the dark storytelling, the characters being absolutely badass. So
I was watching a video about it, and the character Makima is the most ruthless and manipulative character I've seen in any anime so far.
Totally, a lot of people don't like Makima just because she's good looking. Totally. But also because Makima is like one of those, like, you know, like the creepy kind of girls that if you like get on the wrong foot, you get dead in 2 seconds. But, you know, everyone likes Makima. Because Makima's pretty badass.
Oh, like, she's like a great character. She's a good character.
Although I'm not even...
And it's a character done well. It fits what the story needs her to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that just happens to be a I can't say that word. You know what I'm trying to say.
You're more like Merlivelous or like
No, manipulative.
Oh, manipulative. Yeah.
Psychopath. That's what the story needs her to be, and she is that very well.
Damn right she is.
And I've seen what happens in the manga of the show. And it gets worse.
No.
I'm not gonna say it because
definitely
I don't know how far the manga is.
Manga's pretty far.
But let's just say she gets worse than she is right now.
To be fair, I can't wait to see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be fantastic.
You might cry. You might.
Boy. Boy.
Boy.
Boy. Also, speaking of anime, just so you guys know, be prepared to witness some 18+ events if you're watching Chainsaw Man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not even that bad for that, considering like the newest anime that came out. Not newest, but a new one.
Oh, but trust me, there are moments in that anime.
I've been watching it. It's been on my radar since its release. A certain anime.
You need
There's
to
a
watch it.
reason there is a uncensored version and there's a censored version.
Nah, I just don't care.
And
I just.
And I'm not gonna.
What?
Not gonna say anything else because this is.
No.
And I don't want to get the channel snapped.
That's right. Even though this is an adult stream, but yes.
But Twitch is
Twitch doesn't like it.
Channel for pretty much like it's an employee's bad day and you happen to be streaming that day.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Hey, where'd you go?
Sorry ass excuse where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna take my anger and my frustration onto a random streamer.
You
because
showed 1/7 of your shoulder.
I'm like, oh, fantastic. You just happened to stumble upon the bad day that I was there. Just like you said, bad day. Bad day for Twitch. You just happened to show up on their bad day. You're like, you get on the wrong foot. You get the boot.
Have you seen
Or the
what
hammer.
Discord has done? With
Nope.
They've implemented a AI that will scan images
Oh, great.
when you upload them.
Oh, wow.
And,
Oh, no.
and it will basically scan for CP.
Oh, my. Okay.
If it detects like that kind of material, it
Damn.
will just
It will
outright
ban
ban
you.
your account,
Of course.
or it will send a report to an actual person,
Oh, wow.
which is bad because there was an image of a. I don't remember which country she's from, but she isn't from like UK or anything. She was an actor who happened to look childlike because she had a developmental disorder. So she
Oh, wow.
looks like a child. And people were sharing images of her, and those accounts got banned despite the actor being an adult.
Wait, I don't like that lack of privacy. Really, really.
That's why I've
like
not uploaded any new images to Discord since the update. It's like I don't want to.
That's a bad way of having AI in anything, to tell you the truth.
I have like three pictures of like summons I've done that I want to upload to Discord, but I don't know if my Discord account will get it will accidentally trigger like that AI. Then
that AI is feisty. That's for damn sure. Fucking AIs.
So I'm fine with the AI being there, but the people who like finalize the decision they need to look into it more.
Definitely, they need to polish it more.
Yeah.
What is that? The music. Hold on. I'm gonna check something. In the meantime, you can tell me. Let me see. Just gonna Google. Oh, Inazuma. Oh, wait a second. I know. So this is a football-themed media franchise created by Level 5 content and released over in 2008. Sold over 8 million copies. What is it? Is this a football sport anime game? Kind of looks like it. It's like one of those like Disney football sports games where you gain like some sort of like special abilities and you use your special abilities during like a soccer game. You know what I mean? Like like those kind of sports games where you have like the power-ups and you pick up those power-ups and stuff.
The one at least on the Switch. There's like a football game with different Mario characters. I forgot the name to it.
Right. I was like, it's funny how like they put like these sports games. I mean, technically racing is a sport, but
I don't think I would count Mario Kart as a sport.
I mean, technically, it is an
Yeah,
esports.
by definition, it is a sport.
It is an
but-
esport. I mean, since we had tournaments and all, I guess now it's qualified as an esport game.
No, that's not.
Technically speaking, it can be an esport game, but you
Oh, there's a
have
bit.
there's an element of luck into it as well.
Which is why I never understood, like, you know, like the high-end poker tournaments.
Ah,
Like,
But did you fall?
tournaments in poker is like completely luck-based.
yes. But even though I got a third place trophy, which I'm lucky. Also, Frego. Get a lot of these. You're welcome, Frego.
Ow.
You're welcome, Frego.
Well, you're gonna get a spanking by Mama now.
Oh, don't you dare spank. Spank away, mommy. Oh,
Oh, no way!
oh wow.
No way I hit you with that.
Yeah, and you screwed
Oh, God,
yourself,
He's got a boomerang.
bozo.
He's got a boomerang.
Oh, I will get something else. I will get a shell. If I can get a shell. Please give me a shell. Get Frego. No. Somebody,
Yes, Bowser.
somebody screwed me with a shell. Damn it. Someone from behind me. Who's behind me? Definitely not Bowser. Oh, hi, Bowser. You tried to banana me. Banana me. Banana. Banana.
When do you think the possibility of your next Honkai stream will be? Because, like, vote-wise,
Next Honkai
you know, we
update?
vote for what you're doing. Like, what games you stream.
Oh, well, but like, do you mean next game to stream like after I finish Kingdom Hearts or
Yeah.
during my Kingdom Hearts? Oh, after.
Obviously, I'm like finishing Kingdom Hearts marathon.
Maybe either Persona or Xenoblade.
Persona game though, because I'm not interested in watching Zone Persona 3 just because how slow the game is.
Then Persona 3, I heard it's really nice, so
It's a good game and all, but like I
it's a bit lengthy
don't
for
have
sure.
the best attention span. And if something flashy isn't happening, like, you know, Persona 4 or 5, like
what?
they're very stylized.
Then what the hell are you doing in Mario Kart Priceless?
Because Mario
What do you-
Kart isn't
What do you
it's
mean?
chaotic. It doesn't look like chaotic, but then when you're actually playing it's a lot more chaotic.
I mean-
than it looks.
I can make any game look chaotic just by being Nathan, I guess.
That is true.
That's what I can do. Just like, you know what the people say, it's not the game being fun, it's the person actually making it fun, which for the most part is true. Because theoretically the game can be fun, but the question is, what is fun to you? Can't be the same fun for Froggo. For example,
It's subjective. It's like some people find like watching someone
yeah,
like get big damage numbers fun.
exactly. Just like, to give you another very perfectly entertaining explanation. Somebody doing stupid noises may find it annoying. I find it funny as hell. So, totally not referring about you, Froggo, but yeah.
It depends.
just so you know.
If it's done too much, then it will start to get annoying.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. Well, you see, everyone has their own sense of fun. The question is, what kind of fun do you like? Which is a very good question. My kind of fun cannot be the same kind of fun that everyone likes that kind of fun, which is fine. Everyone has their own fun. Also, what's this you're saying, Annie? You're saying people are raving about Blue Lock anime, which is a football, but I don't know. My football anime. Oh, so you're saying that people are more addicted to this Blue Lock anime that is supposed to be another football sport inspired anime that people are so addicted to, and you're saying that
Sounds familiar. What do you
never heard of it. Huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's the manga. It's not what I need.
Not good. Maybe. Or mediocre, I
TV
guess.
Series 2022.
You know what anime I really want to see? I want to see Devil May Cry anime. Or Breath of the Wild anime.
The description I'm getting, Nathan, is high school soccer players from across time gather for a controversial project designed to create the best and most egotistical striker in the world.
Egotistical striker, that sounds about right.
So I don't know whether that's true because it is on like a news website, and they can be either really accurate or
Can be more like subjective kind of opinions more than actual facts. So wouldn't be surprised. Or they're just doing it for the memes, just making it sound funny when it's not actually that.
I am a better description. It's about this character called, I'm gonna butcher this name. Yoshi. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the second name.
Yoshi.
But he's a high school soccer player.
Yeah.
And his team goes to nationals. But he messes up and he can no longer have that dream. So he enters a controversial project named Blue Lock.
Blue Lock. Okay.
So that's where the name comes from.
Blue Lock. Don't
Blue Lock.
know what kind of project name is that, but okay.
It's Blue Lock.
Oh, Blue Lock. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
What kind of project name is Blue Lock?
I don't know.
Like, sounds
The only reason I've heard the anime because I watch like upcoming animes to see if any of them actually spark interest. That's where I was familiar.
And they probably did not, did they?
No, it was like a name that's like,
Sounds nice,
sounds
but
unique.
but not
What's
good.
anime? Nah.
Sounds nice, but not actually nice. Kind of like one of those ads that you get on Facebook saying, "Oh,
It has its audience, but I'm not its audience.
True. So, yeah, that's completely understandable. Every anime's got its own type of audience that people like it.
I think my anime is like more of like the I like when animes are completed. It's like I'm not gonna touch JJK until like every episode's out. They're adding no more episodes, so I can just watch it.
To be fair,
having to wait for new.
To be fair, I just get so hyped up about an anime that I like that I just can't stand to wait for other episodes to be released. So I just watch whatever there's available and then wait. And then if I have to rewatch them again, I will say, screw it, I will watch it again.
No, it's like I will watch like an anime once, and I will rarely watch an anime a second time. But when I do, it's because I really do enjoy the anime. So it's kind of like Farming Another World, the one I mentioned.
Yeah.
That I was watching.
Okay.
And then World of Leadale, like those kind of animes where it's like it's short. It's kind of like first they get sent, but it's like it is an isekai anime. Like,
isekai.
It is the most saturated anime genre on the planet.
Oh, there. Wow.
But like, it's like animes that are relaxing, like to watch, and it's like very well paced instead of
relaxing.
Like,
relaxing. Not if you're watching fucking Chainsaw Man. That's not really relaxing, but sure.
If I want to get blood pumping, I will watch Chainsaw Man.
How the heck can Chainsaw Man even relax you? That's my question. Like, what? Watching Chainsaw Man just killing and brutally massacring demons, finding relaxing?
I mean, all I know about, I know very little about Chainsaw Man. And one of the few things I know is there is a gun devil.
Yeah. Oh,
that
trust
can devastate half a city in one move.
damn right. Overpowered as shit. That's for damn sure.
And that's like a part of my very few limited knowledge of Chainsaw Man.
Oh, trust me, there's so much to know about Chainsaw Man, which is
Judging by the
fantastic.
fact that devils in the anime come from
Oh,
the
damn it,
of
Bowser!
humanity, so death, which pretty much everyone fears instinctually. There's
Exactly.
a devil of death, and the more people fear it, the more powerful it is.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun, because theoretically speaking, the story can never end, because it's based on the reality of these things getting born out of fear. So technically they can always extend to a degree where it's like, if you're feared of something, imagine it takes its own physical form and you have to fight it.
Death devil, which is the fear of death, will never truly die because humanity will always fear death,
And
until the end of humanity.
which makes that completely unavoidable and unstoppable. Technically.
It's kind of like, you know those games where it has like an immortal antagonist.
And the devil is one of them.
Yeah, like an immortal antagonist who can't be killed, so they have to seal him away and like he'll break out eventually, and they have to prepare for that to reseal him.
To be fair, that's what I like about Chainsaw Man, is that the story can technically never end, but it's good enough to make it interesting. Because, like you said, it's based on the negative fears taken into like physical forms, and that's what makes it so interesting.
Yeah, like a manga artist, I don't remember his name, but he's pretty massive in the industry. Said that a good storyline can make anything interested in.
Exactly.
Because
And-
his favorite manga as a kid was one about fishing.
Which I like that, because I'm a big... I love games that have fishing mechanics. I know I mentioned this before in the past.
Fishing. I don't do it anymore.
Nah. I never fished in my life, but I would love to fish. I would
It
love to
requires
fish.
patience.
Oh, yeah.
A lot
But...
of it.
Oh, yeah. And also some skills, because obviously patience alone will get you nowhere in fishing, but it's nice.
It
you know.
depends, because if you're the fishing I did, because I'm not the best fisher. Like, I can't go to like a beach and then just throw line in the ocean. So we would.
Huh.
So I've got to like say me, my dad, my two brothers. We'll go to like a fishing pond, and my brother
Okay.
Matthew's like, who are better, would like throw it like deep into the pond. But I would just like put some bait on, and then like pop it in the water in front of me. Then when it bites, pull it out.
Ah,
Like,
bait.
so it's like fishing is very like beginner friendly, because there's so much ways to do it that when you start, you can't really go wrong.
Not unless you're trying to fish for a freaking giant-sized...
Unless you go immediately for like the expert fishing techniques with like no experience in doing even the basics.
For the love of God, don't even try to fish for a freaking whale or a shark. Just don't do that. Don't do it.
Even expert, like, the only thing I've seen people like fishing them is they don't do it on purpose. Like they do it by complete accident. And the way they do it, like for sharks, the videos I watch, is a fish would bite on to the thing. They'll start reeling in, then a shark would eat the fish, then get stuck, then
The
get
fish.
hooked.
Oh,
So
my
now-
goodness.
It's just an immediately stronger pull against you,
Jesus.
which most of the time results into your rod snapping, or it just steals your rod.
Yeah. So it's a matter of life in that situation, apparently. It's like you got two choices. You got two choices.
Let's just say there's a reason why sharks are stronger than any human in water,
Hmm.
and why we don't live in the water.
I mean, there's always the possibility to become a mermaid, but unfortunately, that's not really a possibility. Unlike in the TV shows.
Well, genetic engineering becoming more popular.
Oh yeah, watch me. I'm
Who
gonna
knows
watch
when?
me. Watch me. I'm gonna literally fuse my DNA with a fucking tuna fish, or like a shark, and I'll just.
Why are two of anything?
Watch me. I'm just gonna mix my DNA with a
Surely,
bit of shark.
I would understand because the internet has a fascination of like cat and fox girls. Like
Oh,
that's the only type of animals I don't understand that aren't predators.
nah.
Of all the things, you would choose a tuna fish.
Or you know what? I'll just grab some. It's like, oh, I get a DNA, some of this, some of that, some of this. I'm like, oh, I'll just grab some DNA from a cat, from a dog, from a fish, from, I don't know, from an ant. And I'm like, oh, let's just mix and create this monstrous of a genetic being. I'm like, oh, nice. A little bit of it. Or even I get some genetics from a horse. So potentially you can have the face of a horse, the hand of an ant, the leg of a, I don't know, of something, and then the rest of your body. I don't even want to know, but fine.
If I had the force to become like half human, half something, it would most likely be like some form of humanoid.
Maybe. You know what I like to become? I'd like to become probably half man and probably I don't even know. Maybe like half eagle, I guess. I don't know. Maybe so I can fly. Get the frick out of here. But I can do that. Or
I'd be half human, half fox, because imagine having tails you use your pillow whenever you want.
I know Frogo would probably end up being like half frog and half fish. Most likely. Most
half
likely.
Human, quarter fish, quarter frog.
Quarter-pound fish. Frogo. Or more like, Frogo, I will genetically give you the genetics of a patty with a freaking tuna platter. Like there.
I just imagine the handsome Squidward.
Exactly.
It's like people being like, you know what? I'm gonna be handsome Squidward.
Although the only problem with that one is that apparently the story was you actually have to hurt yourself to be handsome. Apparently.
Now the story of the episode is Squidward fell over when SpongeBob was closing the door, and he became handsome.
Imagine hurting yourself to become handsome.
Make sense because they would.
Imagine having to inflict pain upon yourself to be handsome. Like, why? Like,
no, when I watched it as a kid, I'm like, yo, that's cool. I want to try that. And my parents like,
fuck
no, you're gonna hurt yourself.
No,
I was like, no. And now as an adult, I'm like, I'm glad my parents stopped me.
Honestly, I don't know what made them think that was a good idea to put in a show like that.
It's a kid's show, Nathan. It's.
Yeah, but the kids, the kids will do anything.
It doesn't have to make sense.
I mean, technically, no. Just like when you watch Disney films and then when you get back to adults, you're like, oh, what was the action or reasoning or anything behind the story? And then you notice that none of it made sense to begin with.
It's like in No Mulan, like the animated show.
Oh, yeah.
There was no reason for her to cut her hair. Since it was perfectly fine for males back then to have long hair.
Yeah. I'm like, oh wow, so somebody needed a haircut or something. Jeez, what the heck? I'm like, okay. Like, imagine having a long-ass story about not wanting to cut my hair or wanting to cut my hair at that point. Nice. Like, that's a first for me. But interesting storytelling, I guess, for whoever finds that interesting, because I don't know.
I understand, because the whole point of that scene is to emasculate her, because.
But
I don't know the reasoning, but
exactly that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, but why though? Like, what's going to morally educate people when they watch it? What?
It's to emasculate her so she can look like a guy and get in the army.
Yeah.
So, it wouldn't make sense for her to cut her because it didn't matter.
Yeah, in relation that it won't achieve anything. It won't achieve anything. There's no meaning to it. You just, right. I guess you just want to look different, but there's no meaning to it. I don't know.
I have shot her. I will never have long hair.
You know
personal preference, and I understand the appeal long hair.
I mean, if you want long hair, I can just grab some hair growth formula and put it on yourself, and there you go. You got it.
Yeah, I think I'll stay with short hair. It's easier to manage.
Maybe. Yeah. Having long hair is not the main issue. The main issue is maintaining it. That's the main issue. That's one of the reasons
Same
why
with
I
a
cut my
beard.
hair. So.
It's the same with having a beard. It's
Oh yeah.
you have to manage it.
Don't even get me started with having a long beard, mate. It's so uncomfortable, and I don't know why. How people can manage having a long beard on their face without actually.
When you come out of like a bath or a shower, like all the water's in there, like, stuck in the hair.
No,
Like it's sobbed into the hair.
that's not the worst part. The worst part is when you're eating and something falls in your beard.
That's only if you have a long one. I feel like because I do grow facial hair, but I get it cut before it even even can be classed as like a
You know what?
proper beard or anything. So I don't have the problem with that.
You know what? That is why I love my baby face. Exactly why. It makes me look younger, and at the same time, I just don't have to worry about hair. Easy. Easy done. Bingo. No more. But overall, we've been talking about hair and about Disney and about... Don't know what the heck we've not been talking today, which is nice. Because I wanted a big-ass distraction about me talking about awesome stuff, so... You know, it's nice because I got to distract myself with you guys and at the same time have fun. So mentally I was better. So I appreciate it because I need this kind of distraction in my life. It's actually called coping mechanic, which is crucial for me especially. But appreciate it, all of you. And I think we're going to actually plan to raid somebody. And I know exactly the person who we're gonna raid.
Does it begin with N?
Not this time. No.
Well,
Not this time. Although I will raid that person like sooner than you think. But today I have someone else in mind, just a little bit different. But y'all gamers, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you, and also thank you to BVB Fangirl for watching my streams 5 days in a row. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And also congratulations to Annie for reaching VIP again. Very big congratulations. Don't worry, y'all. Tomorrow I will hopefully, I'm not going to promise anything, but hopefully tomorrow, mentally, I will feel better and I will be in the position to be able to laugh again and be 100% happy without having to let anything affect me emotionally from not being happy, because believe it or not, everybody, you guys may not know, but all the people out there watching today, being a content creator is nice, especially when you're passionate about it, but the thing is, it takes a lot of emotional labor as well, and the problem with that is that it even if it makes you a lot of happy, it's still gonna be stressful sometimes, especially when there's so much preparation that you have to do before you start streaming. And yes, unfortunately, the thing is, there are a lot of things going on in my life that I really don't want to talk about it in stream, but all I'm just saying, y'all, is that I'm doing a lot of sacrifices. I'm doing a lot of things just for the sake of a better future. I'm doing everything in my power to be happy and not forcing myself to not be comfortable. Unfortunately, the unfortunate fact in life is that sometimes it comes to a point where no matter how much effort you can put into certain things, it's not enough believing in yourself only. Yeah, because in life, unfortunately, you cannot accomplish everything by yourself. You can accomplish certain things by yourself, but not everything. And the problem is, it's a different story when you believe in yourself, and majority of the people out there that play a big role in your life do not feel the same way about you. But that's not a problem. Anyways, going to find someone to raid, so let me just go ahead and say thank you to all the people on YouTube. And hello there, Kirby, I see you there. I'm coming home soon. No worries. Take Kirby. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to end the stream, but I do appreciate you for lurking and being here. So sorry, Kirby. If you want, if I would advise to you, if you want to stay in touch, you're always welcome to join the Discord if you wish.
I wasted your name, Kirby.
Yes, like. You can join us in the Discord if you want to. So if you want to stay in touch, you're welcome to join the link there in the YouTube. Click on it and join the Discord and be part of the family, even though technically you're already part of the family. But if you want to stay in contact, it's up to you.
It's just my daughter, isn't it?
Did you do it? Yes, right. Sure, buddy. But yes, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye to all the people over on YouTube. Take care. Have a good one. Let's go ahead and read.